And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pet Supplies Plus pregame show here on News Force Radio and over on our station, My NFTV. I'm Zach Fuller, high atop the press box here at Vermillion High School. First time the Vermillion Sailors have seen the playoffs since 1998. And they're heading against the River Valley Vikings in tonight's matchup. As the band gets ready, the teams are getting ready here on the field. Vikings actually just made their way over to the locker room. They are awaiting for the coin toss here at Vermillion High School. Now let's kind of talk about this because we're already into the playoff season. First off, River Valley 5-5 on the season, and it was kind of a toss-up. We were looking at stats and everything all the way up till about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning last Friday night, looking to see where we were going for tonight's game. And to tell you the truth, it was up in the air. There was a high possibility that we were either coming here or we would actually be heading back over to Galleon for the Tigers in that playoff game. So it was kind of back and forth between Vermillion and Galleon. So tonight, of course, we're back here in Vermillion, and we're going to see a lot of action here between both of these teams. Vermillion, I believe the last I saw, sitting 8-2 on the season. Vikings sitting 5-5 on the season. The number 8 team and number 9 team and the 16-team playoff division. That's what we're going to expect in tonight's Friday Night Lights live action. Special thanks once again to all of our sponsors, including Pet Supplies Plus, which is now open in Marion. So make sure you guys stop into the Forum Shopping Center right next to the Big Lots. You can check out all of the pet merchandise that they have there. Cages, if you're looking for them, they've got them. If you're looking for pet food, they've got it there as well. If you're looking for a friendly staff, definitely check them out over in the Forum Shopping Center. And we're getting coaches up here now, so I'm going to scoot out of the way here. He said, I ain't getting on camera. But we're going to, if you can see on the bigger screen over here, you'll see River Valley making their way out to the field now. We've got the south end of the field to the left, and then the north side of the field to the right. We'll find out exactly how things are going to happen here in playoff action between the River Valley Vikings and the Vermillion Sailors. And again, coaches getting set up, ready to go. If you guys start yelling on camera, they're going to know who you are. I don't think they were prepared for the fact that we were going to be on this side of the field tonight, bringing you all of tonight's action. Friday Night Lights Live is presented by Friends of Edwards and the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards. Coming up this Tuesday is Election Day, and make sure your voice is heard by heading to the polls in Marion, or actually, I think absentee ballots are already done, or early voting may be finished as of this Sunday. So make sure you guys head into the polls coming up this Tuesday night, or Tuesday during the day. River Valley is going to defend the north end of the field. Vermillion is going to defend the south end of the field. Didn't quite see there. I don't know. Maybe we could check out here with the fans. Did we see? Are we receiving? We're going to receive at kickoff for the first half of today's game. So it's going to be interesting to see how these Vikings are going to make things happen in the first half of tonight's ball game. Also, special thanks to some of our other sponsors. Jen Ryan for Prosecutor. She is all about supporting our youth in our Marion community. So make sure you guys, like I said, get out and vote. Yummy Treats, Candy, and More in downtown Marion is a proud sponsor of Friday Night Lights Live right here on My NFTV and over on News Force Radio. You don't want to miss them as well. They're located just east of the courthouse on Center Street in Marion. ChrisSellsMarion.com, LauderdaleJinx.com. You see it here. The official River Valley Vikings football playoff shirts are now available on LauderdaleJinx.com. You don't want to miss getting in on that action as well. I've seen them all over the stands so far tonight. It's funny watching these coaches try to open up these windows, and he's laughing at me in the background. So as we get ready for today's game, let's kind of look at what we can expect from the Vikings. A couple key players that we've watched and we witnessed over the past 10 weeks. Some of the players that we were talking about, Eli Snyder, Jackson Caudill, Chase Ebert, quarterback, Honor Jennings. And we've kind of seen a lot of that in the backfield with Honor lately. And he's definitely making a name for himself in these last few games that we've seen. Let's talk about Luke Axline, senior, Jaden McAuliffe, also Hudson Pollock. I mean, Hudson's going double letterman this year between not only football but also over in varsity soccer. Colton Lang, we've heard that name before this season. Carter Park has been phenomenal on the field. Last week's Pet Supplies Plus player of the game. Tyson Waddle as well. Diego Sanchez over on the offensive and defensive line, making things happen as well. And then Ian Axline as well. So those are the things that we're going to be looking at when it comes to tonight's matchup. Looking at Vermillion, Cody Atkins, Caleb German. We're also looking at captains Evan Kuhn and Cohen Mooney, as well as Aaron Mathis and Oliver Roy, making things happen on the field this season. So you'll actually see it from the opposite side of the field here, but the Vermillion High School marching band making their way out to the stands. And we kind of talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the broadcast tonight. We're talking 8-2 on the season. We're talking 5-5 on the season. Number 8, number 9 in division playoffs today between these River Valley Vikings and the Vermillion Sailors. We're going to take a quick break over on News Force Radio. When we get back, we'll talk a little bit more as we get ready for kickoff and the opening ceremonies here at Vermillion High School. For those people watching on my NFTV, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. here on my NFTV and over on News Force Radio. I'm Zach Fuller, high atop the press box. And last week, we had the pleasure of this young man making his way onto the set today and helping with the Clear Fork game. So tell us who you are and what you do, because you do a lot with the marching band, right?
Yes. Hi. Hello again. You saw me last week. Thank you.
You're good.
My name is Bryson Hummel. I am the announcer for the high school marching band.
And now, I guess, assistant here with my NFTV and over on News Force Radio. So we thank you so much, Mr. Hummel, for joining us. I think we're just going to start calling you Coach.
Right.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
Coach it is. So,
Coach, all right.
So we were talking before we went to our break. Vikings sitting 5-5 on the season. Vermillion sitting 8-2 on the season. But a lot of people are saying Vermillion really hasn't had a tough season for their football team. So it's kind of just been a run over each other as we get ready for tonight's game. What are your predictions between this Vikings and Sailors game?
You know, I haven't heard that before, that they haven't had a really tough season. So honestly, a little bit more optimistic than I have been before. I do think that, like how Clear Fork beat us last week, I think that we could pull something similar with an upset that might just shock the crowd on both sides. I believe in the comeback.
I do too, and we've talked about it. We talked about it last week with that game, and before we even came on board today, and before we even came on with the show today, we were talking. I had a chance to go out to the field and talk to Coach Waddle for the Vikings, and he gave me one key word that he thinks that these Vikings need to remember. And now he's trying to. You need to make up your mind, sir. But one key word. We'll do it as soon as we get done with the pregame show. Then we'll turn it off. Now, but one key word to that these Vikings need to remember out on this field is discipline. They need to have that discipline on and off the field, on both sides of the ball. We're talking defense. We're talking offense. We're talking special teams. These athletes definitely need to show that discipline, because if not, we're going to look at the interceptions. We're going to look at the fumbles. We're going to look at the loss of yards. Those are the things that we need to make sure we are very disciplined on if we want to see these Vikings even remotely getting anywhere on this field. As we talked before, River Valley will receive the ball for the first half of the game, or the start of today's game. They will defend the north end of the field, which is to our right. The south end of the field is where Vermillion will be kicking off from.
I think I saw that actually just by sitting here on the bleachers. I noticed that it seems like it's not that big, but we do slightly have the wind on our side. It is blowing. That's north. It's blowing northwest.
Yeah.
So more heavy on the west side, but it is a little bit on our side as well.
Yeah, definitely. So as the football team or the marching bands make their way out onto the field, I believe we're getting ready for the opening ceremonies for tonight's Ohio High School Athletic Association's first round playoffs. Like I said, River Valley sitting number 9 on the season. River Valley number 9, Vermillion, we're talking number 8. So with both of these stats being as close as they are, we could really see River Valley upsetting Vermillion tonight. Also, we found out 1998 was the last time that Vermillion High School made it into the Ohio High School Athletics Association playoffs. So to see it happening 26 years later, that's where we're definitely seeing a difference here with this team. So we'll just have to see pans out here as we get ready. It looks like we've got about 12 minutes remaining of pregame here at Vermillion High School. We thank you guys so much for those watching over on my NFTV and for those people listening on News Force Radio. we thank you so much for that. I don't know. I think I'm going to have you call the Sailors when they're on offense, and then I will call the Vikings when they're on offense. Okay. That way we can kind of make sure that we are.
And it's, if you can hear it through our mics, it seems that now Vermillion is starting their performance for pregame. Actually, one thing I heard that was funny is that they're the Sailors. However, their fight song is that of the song of the Air Force.
Really?
Yeah.
That
is that's a little rough.
That's definitely rough.
Shout out to the Air Force people out here.
Right now, they are kind of getting in that mindset of the same way that Ohio State
for their Ohio,
when they come out for their ramp entrance, they're coming out and that
bum. Yeah. I actually was at the game against Nebraska.
I hate you so much for that.
Hey, it was for my dad's birthday. Relax. He needed it. I needed to spoil it.
You know what's crazy is last weekend we had Halloween Bash at the Deadwoods, and I was actually offered tickets to go to Nebraska.
Get out of town.
I was. So I actually missed that because I was at a Halloween Bash at the Deadwoods. So
it was a rough game to watch.
To be honest with you, I didn't even get to see it on TV. So
yeah, it was rough to watch, to say the least.
All right, so 12 minutes remaining here before kickoff of tonight's game. We're going to let you enjoy a little bit of the Vermillion High School making their way out onto the field.
Oh wait, no, this is the Navy song. That's right. That makes more sense.
Now it makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay,
now I heard it. I thought it was the Air Force song. No, it was the Navy. I made a huge mistake.
You did. I see how you are. So as we get everything ready, trying to make sure we've got all of our stats and everything for you. How's our stats looking? I'll talk to Coach right now. The actual coach.
The actual coach.
Not the on-air coach. I'll let him finish chewing, but then we may talk to him for a second. I'll make sure you're not on camera, okay? But
he's too pretty to be off camera. Michael
right?
Jordan. Hey, relax. Hey.
All right. So as he's finishing up, we're going to find out. I think they're getting ready to do the national anthem here at the stadium. But we can kind of talk a little bit with the coach here. We'll actually leave it up to do the national anthem here at the field.
It seems that they're probably shouting out some players who did well probably at their last game. Oh, no, they're talking about the band kids.
Maybe seniors for the year?
It's a little late for a senior night, don't you think?
I would assume. But, you know, tonight, again, first round playoffs for these Vikings.
I can hand off my mic to him if you want.
Yeah, we'll get that here in a second. He's like, oh, crap. They're asking me to talk online.
Help me, please. Give me a reason to leave.
Give me a reason to leave. So now we're getting ready for tonight's national anthem. And we'll do that. And then when we get back, we'll talk a little bit to the coach here about some of the stats that we've seen.
Enjoying the sailing part of our day. In America, the our
So they got fireworks too.
No, to be quite honest with you, I think, I believe because there's a sailors, they actually have a cannon
Like
that
the
they
Blue
have.
Jackets.
You're kind of like the Blue Jackets.
Let's go Jackets, by the way. Love them. I love going to the games every time we just hear goals.
Oh, yeah.
Never gets old.
So they're getting ready to welcome out the Vermillion High School sailors out onto the field. And then we will also welcome the River Valley Vikings out to the field as well.
They'll be coming out from the south side. I saw them leaving, going to the right. So that's where we're going to be panning the camera so we can watch them come in.
Yep. So we will await the arrival for the River Valley Vikings. To be quite honest with you, because we are so close to it now, let's go ahead and get you into tonight's hype, the hype video for tonight's broadcast. The River Valley Vikings. We are in Viking country, whether it's Sailors country or not. This is now Vikings country, and you're listening to Friday Night Lights live right here, News Force Radio and My NFTV. Don't go anywhere. Friday Night Lights live is next. And welcome back to Friday Night Lights Live. Let's get you the full screen of action here as the River Valley Vikings get ready to take on the Vermillion. We don't need the second screen to watch us. We just need to watch the game.
Yeah.
So during the pregame show, we had the River Valley Vikings receiving at the start of tonight's game. So this should be interesting to see exactly what's going to happen here. And you may end up hearing some of the coaches in the background because we're actually in the same spot with them. River Valley back looks like it may be Eli in the backfield.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of horn that was.
I don't know, but I like it.
So we're going to see exactly what this Vermillion team is made of and what these Vikings have come to expect.
Oh, no. Squib kick.
Yep. And he's going to finally be brought down at about the 31-yard line. And that's where the Vikings are going to come out. Chase Ebert, this offensive team, we talked about it earlier. Coach Waddle said the one key word that is going to make this a successful game for the Vikings is discipline. Let's see what this team is made of here.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the same kind of strategy that Clear Fork used against us because they didn't want us getting good field positioning. They want to get to us closely, like squibbing it.
Yeah. 3 out to the left, 1 out to the right. And it's going to be handed off to Honor Jennings in the backfield. Gain of about 4 yards, bringing it up to the 35-yard line inside River Valley territory. For those people watching on MyNFTV, thank you so much. For those people listening on News Force Radio, we are simulcasted right now. So you're going to hear a lot of different things if you're watching on MyNFTV.
I'm glad they used Honor to run. Jennings needs to run it so much more. If he gets a 4 gain like that, I think he could do a lot more.
Jennings in the backfield once again, and he's looking for that pass. And it looks like it's going to be an incomplete pass.
17.
To number 17 for the Vikings, Colton Lang. So we're going to get some movement down to the 35. Again, 3 out to the left. Looks like Honor's going to be lined up in the backfield once again with
probably the block still.
Yeah.
That run was good at the first play. I think that was good. I think they need to run a bit more. That'd be great.
You know, and looking at the stats, Vermillion, the Sailors actually have a great pass was intended there for Luke Axline here on the sidelines, bringing it up 4th and 6 now. It looks like they're going to go ahead and bring out Hudson Pollock and this kick team so they can get that ball down the field. 11-14 in the first quarter remaining.
Oh, that's new. If you can't see that on the left side, you can't see it on your screen, but it seems that Vermillion has 2 men to receive, maybe one to block on the punt, or I don't know. I've never seen that before.
The kick is up.
Seems like we got a good lead on him. Oh.
He gets by one defender. Vermillion's going to come across
and
to
he gets
50.
past almost all of them. It's got the punter left to go.
Going down to the 20.
Oh, and there's a flag on the play, and he takes him down at about the looks like the 7-yard line. But there is a flag on the play that looks like there was a holding call, and I'm glad the refs were able to call that in time.
So we'll see exactly what's going on down on the field.
It looks like it's a holding on the defense. And it is a holding on Vermillion.
Yep.
And Vermillion was not happy with that call.
Not at all. Not at all.
Man, at least they weren't like Ohio State at that targeting call.
Yeah. You know, and so it's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the place of the foul. So where that flag landed, 10 yards back, they're bringing them all the way back to the 31-yard line.
It's not looking good. Let's just hope the defense can actually hold them here. I hope they can.
Yeah, because that was a
great run.
Great run. We're talking all the way back to the 20-yard line across midfield.
Now
about 70 yards there.
it seems that Aaron Mathis is back to pass.
Nope.
And and
He's
he
gonna
hands
hand
it
it
off
off.
to the running back, number 42, Logan Peterson, and he takes it all the way into the end zone on their first play of the drive.
And with 10:45 remaining here in the first quarter of the game, Vermillion is already up 6-0 over the River Valley Vikings right now.
It seems that Vermillion, every time they get a touchdown, they ring a bell.
Flag on the play.
It looks like it's going to be a jump by River Valley. Probably going to get that on the kickoff. But it seems like they're at the kick. Is that number 36? No. 38, Zeke Dunn to kick the field goal, being held by number 12, Terrence Anders. And it is an offsides by River Valley.
So they'll get that after the kick here. So we're going to see. And the refs are actually talking over with coaches right now. So they'll get it on the kick return. So let's see.
And the kick is up. And it is good.
So that's going to bring it up a 7-0 lead and another Yummy Treats Candy and More touchdown on MyNFTV and News Force Radio as the teams get set once again and the Vikings try to rally back here with 10:45 to go in the first quarter of the game. Now, it all started with that punt from Hudson Pollock, getting it all the way down to that 20-yard line and bringing it all the way back. It was a good 70-yard run there, getting across the field before he was finally wrapped up and brought down. With that flag, with that personal foul there, really set things back. And then coming back around for that next play and bringing it around the left side, really brought the Sailors up to par here.
Zeke Dunn back to kick it off for the Sailors to the Vikings. And they give a big kick this time. And they grab it and receive it.
In the hands.
And he runs
it coming around, and it looks like he's going to be brought down right about the 25-yard line, or no, at the 15 or 16-yard line is where they're going to bring him down. And that's where the Vikings are going to start 1st and 10. So we're going to bring it back out. Chase Ebert, once again, 3 out to the right this time, 2 out to the right, 2 out to the left. Honor Jennings not really in the backfield with him once again. So Chase is going to have to, and this offensive line really has to make sure that they are at least giving him a little bit.
Oh, and it seemed they tried to throw a deep ball out.
Yeah, it would have gone to Luke Axline.
Good coverage there.
Very good coverage from
Logan Peterson of the Sailors.
They're bringing it 2nd and 10 now for the Vikings from their own 16-yard line.
I'm glad they're trying to utilize the deep ball. That was a really good attempt. I think the deep ball is definitely going to help us if we can get open.
But the coverage is still there.
Oh, quarterback
Chase is going to hold on to it, and he's going to get a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards. And that's going to bring him up to the 20-yard line. So 3rd and 6 now for the Vikings. 2 out to the left, 2 to the right once again.
They're trying to draw him off field with a fake. Trying to draw him off sides. My bad.
And looking to the sidelines to check with the coach. 10 seconds remaining on the play clock right now. They're going to run that pressure.
And try the
Going
deep
down
ball
the
again to
field.
Axline.
That's it.
He got it. He went out to the 42-yard line. What a snag. What a snag by Luke Axline.
I agree. That's going to bring him all the way up across midfield here.
Oh, but it seems there's a flag on the play. And it's a pass interference on the defense.
So they're going to move the chains. And they're going to bring it right here to the short side of the field. 3 out to the right, 1 out to the left.
2 out to the left. He goes back to throw again.
Eva
Chains takes
maybe
it.
holding
He's
on to
going, and he slides.
He's going to slide down with a gain of about 3 yards, maybe 2 yards there, bringing it across the 45.
That pass definitely helped us out.
Oh, yeah.
That showed the defense that we're not here to play around. We're here to play games.
Yep. And Luke Axline making things happen for the team as well.
And
Another pass to Luke Axline is going to bring it up once again, giving him a first down and bringing it to the 31-yard line inside. You could barely hear me.
Yeah.
Well, turn your headset up.
It is. Oh.
He couldn't hear me.
Oh. Another run out for Chase Ebert.
Yep.
That gives him a pretty decent game right there.
Yeah, that's going to bring him up to about the 26-yard line.
Ooh. Vikings 2nd and 5. 4 men out to the right, 1 to the left. Ebert alone in the backfield.
Looks to the sidelines to see what's going on.
I think a fan back there is trying to get our offense's attention to try and make them flinch with a horn.
Takes the snap. Ebert's going to hold on to it once again, and he's going to come up around. He may have gotten the first down.
And it looks like he does. First down, Vikings.
You are an exciting one.
Look, man, I'm trying to be the next Jimmy Donovan. May he rest in peace. Go Browns, baby. Good game against the Ravens.
All right, so 1st and 10 now. 3 out to the right, 1 out to the left.
It's 2 out to the left.
Or 2 out to the left, yeah. Ebert's going to take the snap. He's looking down the field.
And he got it. What a play!
That's going to finally put the Vikings on the board.
What a catch by Eli Snyder. Wow.
And just like that, Hudson Pollock going to make his way out onto the field for the field goal attempt. Now, Hudson, I don't think Hudson has even missed a field goal this entire season.
No, and it's incredible. He's good.
He's good.
And he picks it up.
It's up.
And it is good. Right into the trees. Knocking out the leaves.
Yep.
Way to go. And we'll take it back. Vikings will now be kicking it off. What a play.
Luke Axline really making things happen. That communication between Ebert and Axline to move that ball across the field, that is exactly what we needed here in this playoff game with the Vikings and the Sailors. Tied game. Looks like, I can't tell. Is that 8-14 or 6-14?
That's 8-14.
8-14. You can see it better. You put your glasses on. I didn't.
I see good for that.
For those people watching over on my NFTV, thank you so much for tuning in to today's broadcast as the River Valley Vikings tie it up here at Vermillion High School.
It looks like the band's going to start up that train. Start that train up, man. Let's go. Let's get into gear.
You are definitely a band guy.
Guilty. Spent 4 years in it.
I'm going to bring it around down the field. Hudson Pollock, he's going to be stopped in the end zone.
That'll be a touchback.
So it's going to be a touchback. Vermillion's going to start it at the 20-yard line. We're going to take a quick, and when I say quick, we're talking, actually, I didn't even have to take a quick break. We'll just say it right here. Friday Night Lights Live is presented by Friends of Edwards and the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards. Don't forget, coming up this Tuesday is Election Day, and your voice can just by heading to the poll. The judge asks for your support to continue to fight to restore justice in catch and release and hold offenders accountable. Re-elect Judge Edwards this November, paid for by the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards. Back to the Vermillion's going to bring it around.
We're running back again. That would be back to Logan Peterson, and they take him down.
They're going to get the first down. They're going to move the chains, and that's going to be a gain of
a lot,
about 17 yards there.
It seems that Vermillion is going to rely heavily on their running game today. And honestly, it's been working out really well for them. I hope our defense can actually find a way to stifle defense.
And speaking of running game, that is actually how they got into the playoffs. Their running game is immaculate. So they're going to have to really make something happen.
Going around the left side. Our defense got him in the backfield, but unfortunately, that's another couple yards gain.
And a flag on the play.
I didn't see anything on my side, but hopefully it's on the offense again. And it is the holding on the offense.
So they're going to move them back.
So it looks like on that play they gained 2 yards, but it will not matter with that 10 with that 10-yard foul. All the way back, bringing 1st and 20 to the 27-yard line in Sailors territory. If I speak too much, shut me up, man.
Oh, no, you're good. I was just told that I needed to make sure I hire you.
Oh, I would not be opposed.
You're coming on. You're coming back for next season. Of Friday Night Lights.
I would be
definitely.
It seems
they're going for a pass. It's going to be incomplete.
That pass is out to Dominic DeFucci, and that seems to be an incomplete pass for the Sailors. That'll be a 2nd and 20. Once again at their 27-yard line. The defense, wow, I'm impressed with their defense right now. They're doing really good. That takedown on that running game was
again
amazing.
The key word for tonight's game: discipline.
Jinx.
We ain't doing jinx on the radio. Come on now.
What are we, middle schoolers?
All right, so bringing it back down.
It's Aaron Mathis back in underneath. They hand it off back to number 42, back to Logan Peterson, and they take him down again right after the line of scrimmage, if not at the line of scrimmage.
Looks like they got a gain of one there. Yard. So 3rd and 19 now for Vermillion. And again, this defense is not the same defense we saw last week.
Not at all.
Not at all. They definitely are picking it up. They realize, Coach Waddle has been a key on all in or all out.
It looks like it's going to be a 3-man rush for defense. It's going to be back to pass.
Going for the pass.
And he catches it, but it's not going to give him the first down as they are down now at the 41-yard line, bringing a 4th down to the Sailors. Hopefully bring out their punt team to give our boys a chance.
It looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to bring out the punt team now.
Going to give our Vikings another chance, maybe get another point on the board. Or maybe they might go for a trick play. Who knows?
And it looks like Luke Axline is going to be in the backfield for the Vikings here.
And it's their quarterback, Aaron Mathis, back to kick. Is he a kicker?
Not sure.
Maybe he might be for their punt game. But it seems now our defense was worried about it, so they hung back a bit. And he got it. That's Snyder. Snyder grabbed it.
Yeah, Snyder's going to grab it, and he's going to be brought down right about the 27, maybe 28-yard line. And the Vikings going to bring it back out once again. 5:47 to go.
I think the important thing is not that he gained a few yards, but the important thing is that he held on to the ball. And glad he didn't fumble, give it another shot. That's one thing you got to worry about when you're returning a punt is you got to bring it in tight. If they're right on you or if they're like 20 yards ahead of you, you got to bring it in tight.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we got Ebert in the gun with Jennings right behind him. Might bring him back for another run play.
Yep, we've got 3 out to the right. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Jennings making his way across all the way.
He's making his way downtown. And he's walking fast. Give the Vikings a first down.
And that's what we love to see. They're going to move to the opposite side of the field. This fast offense again. Jennings again in the backfield.
And he's
Ebert's going
pass.
all the way down the field, and
Gonna
it's
get
going to
out
go
of
out of bounds. His pass was intended, looked like, to Luke Axline here.
I think he would have been clear to run that. He had a lot of open room in the front.
Well, he literally walked right around that line of scrimmage.
But hey, if he's trying to get more yards, who might have say no?
Yeah.
That last time he got a big ball out to Snyder, not Snyder,
To
Axline.
Axline.
It worked.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he tried it again. Send a man in motion. He's back to pass again.
Pass is complete.
And thank goodness for forward progress. He was brought back to the line of scrimmage. However, thanks to forward progress, we get a few more yards on the play.
So it looks like we're going to bring it up 3rd and 8 now.
That was a throw to Carter Park, who was our player of the week last time, player of the game last week. So now it's going to be 3rd.
So Jennings is actually going to go out to the right-hand side, 3 out to the right, 2 out to the left.
It looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 8 play.
Takes the snap,
and he's
going to hold on to it, and he's going right up the middle.
And get a few more yards.
Looks like he may have gotten about 4 yards there. So 4th and we'll say 4th and 5 now.
It's a 4th and 4, and looks like the Vikings are going to go for it. 3 men out to the right, 2 to the left.
Ebert's all alone in the backfield.
He's probably going to try and drive him off sides to get us a few more yards. And he brings up.
No, he's going to kick it away.
Forgot he could kick it. And a punch. He grabs it. And, oh, no.
Past 1 defender, 2 defenders, and he's going to be brought down right at the 35-yard line.
That is our running back, Logan Peterson. A good stop this time. We didn't give him a lot more. We did give him quite a few yards this time, but at least it wasn't into our territory.
Exactly.
Peterson is very good. He's a good running back. He is definitely going to be the main weapon of the Sailors tonight.
Yeah, exactly. And we were talking about it. We're bringing back out this defense for the Vikings, and discipline has been drilled into them over the past week now. After that Clear Fork game, they're really showing up and showing out in tonight's game.
And seeing if they're going to take Peterson out, it's going to be Even Coombs with quarterback in the backfield. And Even Coombs is going to take it up, and they take him down at the line of scrimmage, if not 1 yard.
So
and they brought him at the line of scrimmage, and no gain for the Vikings.
So 2nd and 10 now for the Vikings. For the Sailors. Both are sailing teams, so.
And potato.
Exactly.
It's a tie game.
It's still a tied game here with about 2.5, maybe three and a half minutes of playtime remaining here in the first quarter of the game. Going for the snap. He's pitching it out, and he's going to come around.
And it's going to be a first down for the Sailors. That's going to be a toss to Logan Peterson again for a hefty gain.
And still sitting inside at that 47-yard line. They're still sitting inside Sailor territory. And the Vikings really need to make sure they're stepping it up to hold this line and keep them from gaining anywhere on the field. Bringing it back out again.
Aaron Mathis with Peterson way back behind him. It looks like it's going to be another running play. It's a toss out to the left. And
they're going to bring it back around. He's going to be tripped up at the 35-yard line inside Viking territory.
He's a massive runner. That running game is definitely going to be saving grace for the Sailors tonight. I hope our defense can find a way to stifle the defense. And it seems that they've adjusted out to give it more toss plays outside instead of just handing it off up the middle, because we've been able to grab them when he's been handing it.
That line, our defensive line is really holding them tight to make sure that they can't get anywhere. But for that pitch that they get going out the side there, they're really able. And this is what we're talking about, trying to make it up the middle. Yes, it's a gain of 3 yards there. 3, maybe 4 yards.
It's going to be 7 yards, 6 yards, maybe
6 yards.
2nd and 4.
Yes, they may have gotten somewhere, but they're trying to kind of psych out the Vikings right now, and getting down that field.
They've been changing out the running backs quite a bit. They gave it to that time. They gave it to number 43, Cone Mooney, and looks like it's going to be Evan Coons in the backfield with the quarterback. And it's a toss play out to Evan Coons. He's going to take it outside, but we're going to get him. That might be a first down for the Sailors, and it looks like it is going to be a first down for the Sailors. It's going to be a 5-yard gain.
Yep. So they're going to get that gain there, bringing it 1st and 10. Another Chris Sells Marion another LauderdaleJinx.com first down on News Force Radio and My NF TV. And we're going to bring it back. We're waiting on the play here.
Oh, it looks like the quarterback's going to be alone in the backfield. Mathis is back. It may be a pass play. And it's a
he's going to hold on to it.
He's
getting wrapped up in the back
behind the line of scrimmage. What a play by the defense.
Wrapped up tight. And it looks like a loss of about 4 yards there.
There's 2 yards, lost to 2. And there's less than a minute in this quarter. That was actually a takedown by number 41, I think. So there's a 41. 51, J.J. Walton. He actually got a couple sacks at the last game against Clearport. He is a monster on the line.
Yeah.
It looks like they know that ain't going to work. So now they got 2 men. That'll be Mooney and Coons in the backfield with the quarterback.
And he's going to hand it off
that will be off.
And the
Coons.
Vikings wrapping them up as they go right down the middle. It's going to give them a gain of about 4 yards. We're bringing it 3rd and 8 now with 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of the ball game.
I don't think the Steelers will go for a play here. They don't need to. They could use the break.
Yeah, I agree.
Left.
They've got 6 seconds left. They're going to go to the sideline, take a quick break. We're going to take a quick break here on My NFTV and News Force Radio. Tied game at the end of the first quarter, 7-7 here live from Vermillion. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Friday Night Lights Live, presented by Friends of Edwards and the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards here in Marion County. We're live from Vermillion High School up near Cleveland. The first time Vermillion High School has made it to the football playoffs here at Vermillion in almost 26 years now. So
it's going to be a quarterback keeper out to the left. And they take him down, but it might seem like that's a first down, and it is a first down for the Sailors.
Yep, and you can kind of hear in the background here, we've got we are on the visiting side today, and the fans' parents are seeing holding, nothing's being called, which is fine.
They quite a bit on them last time.
Yeah, and when we're talking, these refs are actually Ohio High School Athletic Association refs.
So they're legit.
They have to go through so much training to be out on this field for playoff season that it's crazy.
All right, 2 men to the left. He's right up under center, and they hand it off to Kuhn again, and he breaks through the line, and that's going to be another touchdown for the Sailors.
So that's going to bring him up once again. Another touchdown, another yummy treats, and more touchdown here on News Force Radio and my NFTV. This time for the Sailors. They're going to bring out their kicker once again.
That'll be Zeke Dunn out to kick the field goal. Now, our line needs to be careful if they try to make him jump off sides again like last time. And, it almost got him. Oh, no, never mind. They did get him. They did catch our guy going offside again.
So they're going to call it offsides again. And they're going to go for that field goal once again.
Oh, looks like they're going for the 2-pointer.
Oh, yeah.
So they're going to try and bring it up more. So they're not going to take it on the kickoff. They're going to take it out for a 2-point conversion.
Yeah. And if they can make something happen here, that's going to make it tough for the Vikings. They can come back. Vikings make it across the field once again, get a touchdown, doing their own 2-point conversion.
Oh, looks like we've been denied a substitution. We've been denied a substitution. Everybody here is confused right now.
So they can bring in a whole new team, but we can't bring in a new player.
That's crazy. And it looks like it's going to be a run out, but maybe we stopped it. Stop the 2-point conversion right at the goal line. What a stop by the defense.
Exactly. So we're going to bring it back out. Sailors going to kick it off once again to the Vikings. And that's going to bring it a 13-7 lead over River Valley right now.
Looks like that penalty didn't even matter for him.
Exactly. Keep talking to him real quick.
All right. So thank you all for showing up tonight. I think it's going to be a really good game. I think the Vikings should probably pull the lead out here. And if we can score a touchdown, that'll be a lead for the first time tonight.
Yeah.
39, Aaron.
It looks like Zeke Dunn is back to kick off again for the Sailors.
We're getting notifications over on our social media platforms, and people are, even though we're live over here, people are still trying to get getting them to click on different links. Just so you know, if you're watching on my NFTV or if you're watching anywhere, we are going to give you the exact link in our post as to where to go to watch for Friday Night Lights live.
Looks like for that kick will go out of bounds, giving a touchdown for the Vikings, bringing it out to the 20-yard line.
Exactly. So Chase Ebert going to be bringing it out to this team. It looks like Honor Jennings is going to line up with him in the backfield.
Maybe they need the extra blocker. And they're going to hand it off, but he slips.
But he's still going to get back up. He's going to get across the line of scrimmage, give him a gain of about 2 or 3 yards there. So it's going to bring it 2nd and 8 now.
He knew it was going to be a second down. He knew it was a 2-yard gain, the guy in the press box, but he's like, oh, wait, that's an 8.
Yep.
All right. I really hope they use Jennings a bit more.
Yeah, Jennings is going to be lined up once again in the backfield here. 2 out to the left, 2 to the right.
They might be using Jennings back here as another blocker for the line. There's a 4-man rush for the defense.
He's going to take the snap.
It's going to be another run for Jennings.
Jennings looking for an opening.
But he gets stopped at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be about a loss of 1 yard.
I understand Jennings trying to read it, but if he sees the play, he's got that block right there, and he can't get around there. He's going to have to keep his feet moving. He's going to have to get around somehow.
It seemed there was a bit of hesitation when he grabbed the ball.
Yeah. Again, 3 out to the left, 1 out to the right.
And it's going to be a pass
Jennings
play.
is going to come around side.
And it's going to be a deep ball to Snyder.
I swear, we're going to keep you around.
I'd be honored.
Oh, and that fast offense again.
Oh, quick line. That's
Bring it around.
Jennings. That's going to be about a 3-4 yard gain. That really got the defense off guard.
It did. That fast offense, I've talked about it all season long. This fast offense, getting that gain of a certain amount of yardage, and then coming right back into it, ready to just snap the ball and go. That really catches the defense off guard. Again, Jennings in the backfield looking to block right now, going down the field, deep ball.
Looks like a flag on the play.
Looks like
pass interference on the defense.
Pass interference going to be called on the defense, and that's going to be moving the ball once again for the Vikings.
If I'm going to be honest, I don't think there was a lot of contact on the play. I think maybe he tripped up a bit, but I don't think that was enough for pass interference. But hey, who am I to say no? That is a pass interference on the defense. Why deny it?
And that's where we want to. I mean, we want to see things happening here on the field, and we want to see the Vikings making it over to the second round. But we also want to make sure we're playing fair football.
All right, looks like 3 men out to the left, 1 to the right with Jennings back in the gun with Ebert. He's going to block up again, and that's
going down the field.
Ball. Oh,
over the head.
Reach. The coach having a word with one of the players.
Not quite sure what happened there. It looks like we lost our audio over on my NFTV, but we're back. They're going to bring out the kick team. Hudson Pollock in the backfield again.
A high punt.
It looks like they're going to stop it right at the 14-yard line.
Whoa, for the readout so far. It was not that far out. That was behind the 15. Whoa.
Yeah, it looks like
it's going to be at the 17-yard line. I thought that was at the 14.
It looked like it went pretty far back there, but we're still sitting 1st and 10, 7:56 to go here in the second quarter of the game.
With less than 8 minutes. Man in motion.
Vermillion looking to make something happen. Quarterback's going to hold on to it, and he's going to be wrapped up. And he's going to be stopped maybe right at the line of scrimmage. Bringing a 2nd and 10 now.
What a stop by the defense. The defensive line is going. It is definitely a run. They're definitely a run first team. So a strong D line is definitely going to hold this team back. Even their passing game has not. We've stopped their passing game completely. It's their running game that we definitely need to stiffen down. To stiffen. Or freeze up. I don't know English.
Defense getting set now.
It's going to be a toss
looking for the pitch out to the right side. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds just shy of the first down.
Looks like more parents are yelling for a holding call. All right, I think I got to stop here. I got to go and help out our marching band, but I will be back for the next half. Thank you for having me back here. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Thank y'all for having me. I'll be back here soon.
All right. Now you're stuck with me. All right. Vermillion looking to make something happen here on the short side of the field. Looks like 2 outs to the right. Pass is complete. That's going to give them the first down at the 31-yard line. So with that first down, they're going to move the chains once again. 7 minutes remaining on the game clock here in the first half of the ball game. Sailors up 13-7 right now over the River Valley Vikings in playoff action tonight. Million's going to have 1 out to the right or to the left, 1 out to the right. It's going to be a pitch. He's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. And that looks like it's going to look like number 51, J.J. Walton. And his helmet decided to come flying off there. 2nd and 4 for the Sailors.
Trying to get him fixed.
So the Sailors really taking their time out on the field, and they're coming out of that huddle pretty quick. Takes the snap, looking out the sideline, intercepted, going into the end zone, touchdown, Vikings! And that's going to tie up the game here in the first half of the playoffs. Who was that? Huh? And that was, I'm looking for him here, Noah. The Vikings bringing it out. Hudson Pollock. Kick is up through the uprights, and that's going to give the Vikings the lead now in this playoff game, 14-13 over the Sailors. And you can hear the excitement in the fans here on the short side of the field. For those people tuning in to watch over on MyNFTV, Tyler F., we're working on that glare. I've been working on it for several weeks now. We may end up just having to get a new camera altogether if it persists like this. So we apologize for the glare. We try to bring it the best we can to you until these new cameras come in for our broadcasting. Vikings taking the lead 14-13 with under 6 minutes to go of playtime here in the first half of the game. Hudson Pollock back to kick for the Vikings. Going down the field, and it's going to roll into the end zone. And that's going to be a touchback for they're going to give it a touchback to bring it out to the 20-yard line here. With the Vikings getting that interception and bringing it into the end zone, it was a Yummy Treats Candy and More touchdown. Don't forget, you could take a step back in time at Yummy Treats Candy and More next to the courthouse in downtown Marion. Remember, there's something for everyone, big and small, at Yummy Treats Candy and More. Sailor's going to bring it around the right side of the field there. They're going to keep the clock running. They're going to bring it up to about just about the line of scrimmage at the 20-yard line, bringing it 2nd and 10 now for the Sailors. Two out to the left. Motion movement. Handoff. He's going to hold on to it. No, he's going to come right up the middle. But we got flags on the play. While we watch to see what's going on with the coach or with the refs here. So there's going to be a face mask against River Valley. That's going to move the ball down the field again, giving the Sailors the first down. And they're going to take it all the way up to the 37-yard line, 38-yard line. So, again, we talked about it. Just because the River Valley Vikings are ahead right now, discipline is the key word for tonight's game. Give them a gain of 6 yards there for the Sailors, bringing them up to the 44-yard line. Don't forget, coming up is the Musicians One Stop halftime show for the first time this season. Will be on the opposite side of the field, so you'll be able to take a look at it. We've got 4 minutes remaining on the game clock. Sailors trying to make their way around, the right side of the field. Give them a gain of 2, maybe 3 yards. Bringing a 3rd and 1 now, or 3rd and 2. And the Sailors really taking their time as they bring things back out onto the field. It's going to be a handoff in the backfield. He's going to come up. They're going to get the first down. Looks like they're going to give them the first down. So 1st and 10 for the Sailors from their own 48-yard line. 3 minutes remaining on the game clock here. 15 seconds on the play clock. Looking to make something happen with the Vikings holding on, giving them maybe a gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9 now for the Sailors as we get ready to go into halftime here momentarily. Bringing it. we talked about it a little bit. This defensive line really needs to make sure that they are getting somewhere. Taken down behind the line of scrimmage by that defensive line. You got to drop them back 1 yard. So bringing it 3rd and long, 3rd and 10 now for the Sailors. Under 2 minutes of playtime here on the field. Like I said, don't forget, coming up is the Musicians One Stop Halftime Show. Looking for a new instrument for yourself or your little musician? Stop by Musicians One Stop in downtown Marion at the corner of Church Street and South Main Street. Bring it around the side, looking for a pass. It is they're going to call it a completed pass. They're going to move those chains once again. Bringing it up inside River Valley territory on the 40-yard line. The Sailors trying to make something happen here before the end of the half. Vikings currently leading 14-13 in tonight's ball game. Looking for a pass. We lost the helmet on the field going, wow. We've got a flag going off in the backfield here. We're going to see. So the discretion that they're having right now is the ball was about 5 yards out of bounds. And they're calling it a pass interference on River Valley when the ball is still out of bounds by that good 5 yards. It was actually almost to the track around the field. Quarterback's going to hold on to it in the backfield. And they got some pressure, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of 1. And the Vikings are saying, okay, you want to call that on us? We're going to bring them back ourselves and bring it 2nd and 11 with about 1:10 to go here in the first half of the game. We're going to call a timeout on the field. And that's a ChrisSellsMarion.com timeout here on News Force Radio and MyNFTV. If you're looking for a new home, make sure you start your search at ChrisSellsMarion.com. You can search for a new home by school district or by county. Chris Sells Marion is where your new home awaits. Marion, it's not that bad. Yes, they paid me to say that. I don't know why, but they did. 1:10 to go. Vikings leading 14-13. 2nd and 11 for the Sailors. Looks like they're on their own 20 or on the River Valley 25-yard line. We'll hear that whistle in 1 second as the Sailors try to make something happen here in the last minute of the game, or minute of the half, before we get ready for this Musicians One Stop halftime show.
Come on, why are we back so far?
Takes the snap. He's looking for a pass. Incomplete. Still bringing it. That's going to be 3rd and 11 now for the Sailors. 1:05 remaining before halftime.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen here. Watch the screen.
And you can hear the fans making some noise here. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off, and he's going right up the middle to the 10. Touchdown for the Sailors. And that's going to put the Sailors ahead 19 to 14 over the River Valley Vikings right now. After they missed that 2-point conversion there at the beginning of, or the last part of the first quarter of the game. Got another flag on the play. So they're calling offsides on the Vikings. And it seems like every time they go up to they're going to call another timeout on the field for the Sailors, maybe to try to bring in that 2-point conversion once again, and we'll have to see what's going to happen here. But it seems like every time the Sailors get up to that line of scrimmage, up to that end zone line, they are, it seems like every single time River Valley's jumping the gun in that last, for that, every time they punt, it's offsides. We haven't seen it anywhere else on the field, but right there at that line of scrimmage. They're going to bring it out once again, coming out of that timeout. And they just threw something over to the sideline. And I can't tell. Looks like they're going to try for a 2-point conversion here. And it looks like they're going to get that 2-point conversion. So that's going to bring it up 21-14. Sailors over the Vikings right now with under a minute to go of play time here in the first half of the ball game. Once again, Friday Night Lights Live is presented by Friends of Edwards and the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards in Marion. The judge asks for your support this election year to continue to fight to restore justice and catch and release and hold offenders accountable and modernize the court. Re-elect Judge Edwards this November, paid for by the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards, Celesta Edwards, treasurer. Getting ready for the kickoff once again. It's the newsforcemedia.net kickoff here on News Force Radio and MyNFTV as the Sailors take the game right now here in the first half of the ball game. And it's going through the uprights and back. So it's going to be a touchback. Vikings bringing it out under a minute to go of play time here. And they're going to bring it back up to the 20-yard line. Ebert's getting them set. Ball's down on the 20. Ebert's looking, got 2 out to the left, 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Pass is complete. Going out of bounds is going to stop the clock at 55 seconds. A gain of about 6, looks like 5 or 6 yards there. Bringing it 2nd and 4 now for the Vikings. 3 out to the right, 2 out to the left. Ebert's got 20 seconds on the play clock. He takes the snap, looking down the field. Pass is incomplete over on the far side. So they're going to bring him back up once again. 3 out on the right-hand side, 2 out onto the left. 51 seconds remaining here in the first half of the ball game. Takes the snap, looking down the field. Didn't quite get turned around in time. 48 seconds remaining on the clock now. And that's going to bring out the kick team.
We have to cover.
And the Vikings looking to get rid of it. They're going to hand it over to the Sailors just before the half here. Takes the snap. Kick is down. It's going to be picked up right about the 41-yard line. They're going to call it at the 42. So the Sailors going to bring in their offense here with 40 seconds remaining in the first half of the ball game.
Gotta watch this wing back here.
Looking for a pass down the field. Got some pressure on him. It's going all the way down. Incomplete. Attempt at a 50-yard pass there. And it's going to be incomplete, bringing them all the way back. 2nd and 10 from the 42. 31 seconds remaining on the game clock here.
We should be over top of every single.
Now, we talked about it a little bit. This defense definitely has to show that discipline if they're going to make something happen here before the half. Takes the snap, reverse. He's going to be brought around across to about the 49-yard line. They're going to give it to him at the 50. And they're going to call another timeout on the field. And this defense sitting here 3rd and 2 is going to have to do something and show that discipline. They can listen to what these coaches are saying, and they're going to be able to hold on to this team and stop this team. Now, when they come back out, the Sailors, they're going to end up starting that clock. 17 seconds remaining here on the clock for the first half of the game. And the Vikings look like they're going to be lining up. You can almost see them. Looking at, we just got an update. If you're tuning in or wanting to know, Ontario's only up 7-2 against Clear Fork right now as they head into the half. Looking for something down the field, get the first down, and the Vikings going to bring him out of bounds. Moving the chains, 11.5 seconds to go. 1st and 10 for the Sailors on the Vikings 39-yard line. The Vikings are definitely going to have to make something happen. Looking at other scores around the county, Elgin is down by 27 points against Grandview Heights. And we'll get you the Pleasant score here momentarily. Looking for a pass down the field, showing some pressure. He's coming around. He's going to hold on to it. And it seemed like the Vikings just were standing around there with 1.8 seconds remaining on that play clock or on that game clock. And the Sailors trying to increase the lead here before they head into the locker rooms. And am I seeing this correctly? I am. They're going to attempt a 45-yard field goal. Kick is up. And it's no good. So they're going to head into the locker room. Sailors leading 21-14 at the half here from Vermillion High School. I'm Zach Fuller, high atop the press box on the visiting side of Vermillion High School. Looking at some more scores throughout the county, including Pleasant and Preble. Preble ahead 13-0. Northmore 42-0 right now. Perkins 42-0 over Upper Sandusky right now. We've got scores coming in from all over Marion County as we get you ready for tonight's Musicians One Stop halftime show. Don't go anywhere. We've got more Friday Night Lights Live coming up next.
Presents to you their 2024 show, a tribute to Stevie Wonder. Working himself with a high-energy groove of superstition. This song's faulty rhythm will have you on your feet, and maybe you'll start believing that you'll have a good time.
You didn't see anything.
Next up, we're bringing the heat with the side seal delivered on yours. Get ready for severe case of feel good as the marching Vikings deliver you this classic hit with all the energy and excitement that came out of the soulful 70s. Finally, we're wrapping up our little tribute with the lovely tones at the Sir Duke. This song is a homage to legendary jazz artist Duke Ellington. And our band is here to make sure it's a finale you'll feel all over.
Now both my knees are tired. And I know someone got hit just the right way up.
Let's hear it for 2024. Marching band. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the 2024-25 Vermillion Marching Band. Percussion advice for summer Sundays. This is the band director, Mrs. Grace Robinson, and the director of the St. Marching Band is Mrs. Kimberly Joe.
So we got 15 on that side, and the ball was each people was close, no, not even close to the guy.
The theme of this year's season is based on universal stories for magic and music week. Once upon a time, in a faraway swamp, there was an ogre named Shrek, whose life is soon turned upside down by the fantasy of fairy tales. Our first song tonight is the hit finale from Shrek. Here's I'm a Believer. DreamWorks Studios' Kung Fu Panda features the lovable panda and dragon warrior Po, who is now featured in the new DreamWorks Land. Sing along if you know the words, featuring trumpet solo by Terrence Fingers. It's Kung Fu Fighting. Yes! I think it's wrong. Our final song for tonight puts Happy by Pharrell Williams in the spotlight. Experience the magic of Illumination's Minion Studios, where creativity and fun come to life. Here's Happy.
I'll figure it out.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And that's going to wrap up the Musicians One Stop halftime show here on My NFTV and News Force Radio. Musicians One Stop is conveniently located at the corner of South Main Street and Church Street in Marion. Musicians One Stop is your new home for the music and arts instrument rental program in Marion. So from the alto saxophone to the trumpet, Musicians One Stop is your music headquarters. Once again, taking a look at some of the stats that we've seen so far in the first half of the game, we are the Sailors looking at 173 yards in carries, 22 carries so far here in the first half of today's ball game. Looking at their pass game, only 57 yards with 7 passes, 11 attempts, 7 completed passes, 1 being an interception for that touchdown for Noah Weirick for that 25-yard touchdown there. Looking over on the River Valley side of things, Eli Snyder, 65 yards on his plays there. Look for passing there. 19 yards rushing for Chase Ebert. Looking at 47 yards passing for Luke Axline. Some of the other honorable mentions, we're looking at Honor Jennings making some waves. 7 of those 14 passes being completed here in the first half of this ball game as the River Valley Vikings make their way back out onto the field here momentarily as we welcome the Vikings marching band back from the other side of the field, making some noise as they get ready to take a break here in the third quarter. Vermillion making their way out onto the field to warm up. And while they do that over on News Sports Radio, we are going to take a quick commercial break as we've got about 2 minutes remaining here in the half, and we will get started with the kickoff of the second half here in a bit. River Valley trailing the Sailors 21-14 at the half. We'll look at scores around Marion County coming up momentarily. Don't go anywhere. This is Friday Night Lights Live, presented by Friends of Edwards and the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards. Don't go anywhere. All right, folks, welcome back to Friday Night Lights Live here on News Force Radio and my NFTV. River Valley trailing 21-14 here in the first half of the game as they can make their way back out onto the field here. Let's take a look at some of the scores throughout Marion County, including we've got a few of them to look at. Ontario leading Clear Fork 7-2 right now at the half. Elgin trailing Grandview Heights 27-0. Preble is taking the lead over Pleasant 13-0. Looking over into Morrow County, Northmore 42-0. Perkins versus Upper Sandusky 42-0. Looks like we picked a game to watch tonight. So as we get into the finals of tonight's game, we're going to keep you updated throughout all the games here in playoff season and those games that we need to watch for. I believe it was Miss M. If you can look up and send me the details for it. I want to see what that Galleon game is looking like right now. If you could send me a message with that score, be awesome. So Vikings getting ready to kick it off here in the second half of the game. We're going to flip these lights, turn them off, and we're going to get you back into Friday Night Lights live action. Coach is back up here with me.
Hello. And from what I've noticed, when I was going up to the press box, I walked behind the coaches area, and I noticed that they love running that trick play.
Oh yeah, I noticed that too. They were
that trick play is nasty.
Yeah,
so we really got to watch that.
It was quite dangerous there getting around. I think we had a gain of like 6 on it.
Also, I know I saw it. I don't know what happened like from our side of the field since I was over there. I saw that one of our players' helmets got ripped off on a play.
You know, from what I'm hearing from some of the coaches here is his headgear is actually broken, and they were trying to get it fixed for him coming back out. Hudson Pollock out to kick for the Vikings.
I think the best option for them right now is to kick into the end zone. Don't give them a chance to run it.
Exactly. And that's exactly what's going to happen.
Ooh, right on the edge.
So they're going to bring it back.
Flag.
They're going to bring it out for a touchback.
It looks like there's a flag on the play right afterwards. Let's see what the refs have to say about that. What I saw, one of our players was clapping, so it might be on the Sailors.
We'll have to see here.
And I think it is on the Sailors. He was pointing the direction of the kicking. No, it was on us probably. Oh no, wait. Oh, it is on the Sailors. It's a personal foul. Personal foul on the Sailors.
So that's going to be a tough one for them to start out from the 10-yard line, bringing it first.
Coaches are happy about that one.
Yep, but it's going to give them 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now, we really got to watch out for that trick play. They love running that. I think they're going to keep running that trick play. As long as it works, they're going to run it.
Yeah, so looking at some of the Galleon game right now against Ottawa, 7-0, Galleon trailing them. Looking at Shelby, 35-21 right now. Shelby leading that one as well. So thank you, Miss M, for those scores and highlights as we get through, the first night of playoffs here on my NFTV and News Force Radio. Vikings looking to try to make something happen here.
It's now 2nd and 8 for the Sailors, who stopped a 2-yard run. I think it was a quarterback keep. Now they got 2 men out to the left, one halfback in the backfield, and it's going to be a pass play.
And
it looks like they're going to stop him on the game. And it looks like that's not going to be a first down. It looks like they gained 1 yard on the play. Good stop by the defense.
Yeah, so that's going to bring it 3rd and 6 from the 20.
Oh, it is 3rd and 6, yeah.
No, from the looks to be the 14-yard line.
14-yard line. Now I think they're going to come for a run play here. If I had to make a guess,
most likely
they're probably going to go for the run. And they're bringing out their quarterback that usually does like keeps. So I think they're going to go for a run play here.
They're going to try to, and 6 yards getting across there. This defensive line is going to have to step it up if they want to make something happen
it's
here.
The trick play. It's the trick play. They stopped him this time.
Vikings bringing it up. They got about 2 yards on the play there, but the Vikings definitely holding their ground, and they're going to bring out the kick team, and they're going to kick it away.
Or we should be wary in case of a trick play. We should be wary just in case.
Yeah, we need to definitely watch a trick play. We already know that they've been really good about it. So
we got to be careful that we don't jump the line again like we have on the previous field goals.
Yeah. With those field goals, that's where
I saw they missed the field goal earlier. Oh, we better watch it. That's their throwing cue. That's their running QB. So we might want to watch that trick play.
Yep.
It is a kick.
They're going to kick it off.
It's a deep kick.
And it's going.
Looks like he's not going to take it.
And Eli Snyder's not even going to pick it up. But they're going to bring it 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. The Vikings and Chase Ebert, Eli Snyder, all of them making their way out onto the field now.
Honestly, I don't blame Eli for not trying to take it. When you got 3 to 4 guys running for you, trying to take your life, I don't blame him for not letting it go. Because if he would have picked it up, he would have been on the ground, on his back. Maybe.
They were coming full speed at him. We don't.
100%.
So that was a great choice by Eli. Honor Jennings lined up in the backfield with Chase Ebert.
In motion, it might be a pass play, and it is. It's a screen
pass
out
to Honor coming around the side.
And he's going, and it looks like that's going to be a first down.
And he's getting the first down. Just shy of the 50-yard line. bringing them up to about the 47.
What a run. That's a great run. And we talked about last time that Connor was not really much of a catch and run kind of guy, but
Nope.
that's definitely proving us wrong here.
And that fast offense again, Chase Ebert holding on to the ball, looking down the field.
Oh, I see what he's trying to do, trying to get as close to the line as possible. Look too far out for reach, but that was a good play. That was a good play.
And
Again,
I want to say that was
I think it was
McAuliffe?
17?
No, 17. Colton Lang.
Lang.
Sometimes I can't read these numbers right, and
It's dark in here. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Another motion out for Jennings. It's another screen out, and he dropped it again. Not again. He dropped it. I think our best play right now is try and go for another deep ball because that has worked for us quite a couple of times.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
Sitting 3rd and 10, that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to see something move down the field if we want to hold on to this ball, because if not, they're going to have to bring Hudson Pollock back out to kick it off once again.
And this is our chance to score and try and get this game back to tie.
Yeah.
Or maybe we could get a miracle 10-yard run from Ebert. Either way, it probably works. If he could get more than 5 yards, he might be able to go for it. But I don't think we might be able to do that.
I mean, we've got to get to at least the 40-yard line to make something happen. Jennings lined up again in the backfield.
It's a fake.
And Chase is going to get sacked in the backfield. And that's going to hurt us bad right there. So that's going to bring a 4th down. And they're going to have to bring out Hudson. They're going to kick it away. I was wondering why I smelled pizza up here.
Look, man, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything since noon. Apparently, this is local stuff. That's good.
All right, taking the snap. Hudson all the way back. And it's going down the field. And it's going to be brought down right at the 35-yard line.
25.
Or 25-yard line. And that's where the Sailors are going to take over with a turnover on downs there. Sailors leading 21-14 here with about 9 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter of the game. Don't forget, coming up at the end of tonight's game is the Pet Supplies Plus Player of the Game. We'll let you know shortly after the ending of tonight's game who that's going to be. Now, is this defense really going to hold themselves to that standard of discipline through the rest of tonight's game? We talked about it a little bit. I was talking to a couple of the fans here in the first half or at halftime, and some of them said, the defense, they tend to show that discipline in the first part of the game, first quarter of the game, but then they're like they can't show, they're not showing that consistency all the way up. They need to make sure that they're giving 110% all the way through the entire game, start to finish, all in, all out.
It looks like they watch the number 6 motion, the trick play again. Never mind, they just hand it off regularly.
Flag on the play.
But we stop him before the 1st down line, so that's good as it is. But let's see what that flag is going to be for here. It might be holding because it's back behind the line of scrimmage, but I'm not sure. But we got a Viking on the field. He's looking a little hurt, but he's back up. And looks like it's going to be on the Sailors. It is a holding on the Sailors.
Oh, wow. So that's going to be that's going to take them back. And that's going to hurt them quite a bit going back beyond the 20-yard line. Looks about to be the 23.
I think that is the 23.
23 or 22.
Actually, wait, it's behind the 20, so it's the 17.
Oh, yeah. Now I see it there. So from the 17.
We really got to watch if they put number 6 in motion because that's usually a sign for trick play. So we really got to be worried about that. It's a screen play out.
Pass.
But we stop him. He gets to where he would have been if there wasn't a penalty. So it'll be probably a 3rd and 10 at the Sailors 25, I want to say. Oh, it's a 3rd and 11 at the 19. Nice. Nice job, Vikings. Good job. Good stop. Now, I think we got to really watch out for that trick play. They love running that at the end of when it's coming in the end of a drive. So we really got to be careful for that.
Yeah.
And they brought in number 7, their running QB. They brought in Aaron Mathis. So they brought in their guy for the runs. We got to watch out for that run play.
Exactly.
We got to watch out for that pass, too, just in case.
They're going to get up to that line of
Oh.
scrimmage.
Oh, it's a pass. And it's going to be a deep ball out. And he's wide open. And he catches it. And he's going to be going down
All the
field.
way down 10, 5, and touchdown.
Sailors.
And the Sailors taking a dominant lead here, bringing it up 27-14 right now. Vikings are really going to have to bring it back if they want to see something. If they want to be able to move on in these playoffs, they're going to have to make something happen here.
Now, guys, got to be careful because every time they've gone for a field goal here, they always jump. So we got to be careful.
Yeah.
Got to be patient. Oh, they failed that time.
Kick is up.
And it is good.
And it's good. Bringing it 28-14. Sailors over the Vikings here with 7:41 to go here in the third quarter of this ball game. Friday Night Lights Live is presented by Friends of Edwards and the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards here in Marion. The judge asks for your support this election season to continue to find my right thing, to continue to fight to restore justice and catch and release, hold offenders accountable, and modernize the court. Re-elect Judge Edwards this November, paid for by the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards. Getting out there for the kick. Deep back for the Vikings. And it seems like every time we come back out here, it seems like their kicker is kind of finding out who the weakest link is. So we'll have to see what's going to happen here.
Kick is up and away. Looks like it's probably going to go for another touchback.
And that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to go in for a touchback, bringing the River Valley Vikings out to the 20-yard line. And this is where we need to rally the Valley and make some noise for these Vikings as they come out to the 20-yard line with 7:41 to go here in the third quarter of the ball game. Chase Ebert getting them lined up.
3 men on the right, 1 to the left.
We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We have 10 guys.
We've got 10 guys on the field.
And it's going to be a pass out and incomplete.
So if we go back and look at it.
There was 10 guys in the field.
Yeah, there was only 10 guys on the field.
That was dangerous.
It was. I don't want to say the
okay, we're going back. This probably would have been 3 guys to the left, 2 on the left here.
2 on the left, 3 on the right. Ebert's lined up in the backfield by himself. Looking to the sideline.
Probably trying to go for them to jump off again.
11 seconds on the play clock.
And the snap, it's going to be a blitz. Heavy blitz. And he's going to run. He's going to go. He's going to go. He's going to go.
He's going to get the first down. And they're going to move the chains there. And that's a LauderdaleJanks.com first down on News Force Radio and MyNF TV. If you haven't had a chance, make sure you get your official River Valley Vikings playoff hoodies and T-shirts now available at LauderdaleJanks.com. So four out to the left, 1 out to the right. Ebert's looking down the field.
Doing out route, and it's going to be shorts for the catch to number 17.
Colton Lang looking to make something happen there. Didn't quite get there in time for that ball.
So we're going back to another 4 out to the left, 1 out to the right. Probably another pass player. Maybe Ebert's going to run it again. Who knows?
2nd and 10.
And he's going to run it again.
Hold on to it, going right up the middle.
Are you kidding me?
And he's going to slide down right at the – looks like it's going to be right at the 41-yard line.
But it seems there might be a holding on, and it is a holding on River Valley.
So, yeah, it's going to be a holding on River Valley. It's going to repeat a 2nd down.
You know, I've noticed they haven't been very consistent with their holding calls. I've noticed they haven't really called a lot of holding on the Sailors, which I've noticed that happened quite a bit. That hasn't happened all the time, so I can't blame them. But it's happened quite a few times, and they haven't seen it. So for them to call it on us, it's a little bit strange. And that's not me talking out of bias, although it probably would be sounding like bias, but it's really not. Another pass play.
Pass 43.
And a deep bomb out to the left. And incomplete, although there was quite a bit of contact. And that's what I mean about inconsistent calls. That was a clear pass interference, but they refused to call it. But they called it a little holding on us. And our fans, the Vermillion fans, are not happy about that one. And I don't blame them.
Right. Bringing it back, third.
Oh, it looks like it's going to be a jumping on us, so it's going to be a false start on River Valley.
We're taking it all the way back. That's going to be another 5 yards, bringing it back. Third and 25 now.
I don't think a running play is going to help us here. I think we're probably going to go for another deep ball. That's probably maybe the best thing that's going to help us out here. So we're going to go with 4 men on the left, 1 on the right with Ebert in the gun. And they're going to be doing a 3-man rush, so they're going to be careful on the pass coverage. And it is 3-man rush.
Looking down the field, Ebert's going to sweep out to the left-hand side, looking for that pass.
And he catches it, but is he in bounds on the catch? No, he didn't. And it looks like there's another flag on the field. Is that another holding on the Vikings? They did call it incomplete then. And it's a decline holding on River Valley. It's going to be a 4th down and 25.
Wow, that's going to be...
I did not see a holding play. I thought that was, honestly, I know what he's talking about, but that was a fair block.
Well, it's going to go all the way back. We've seen Hudson's leg so far this season, not only here in football, but also in soccer. He's got a leg on him, so he's going to get this ball as far as he can down that field.
Oh, looks like the umpire, the main ref, is having a conversation with our center. All right, and we're half for the punt.
Yeah,
that hold was on purpose.
Oh,
and
it's
it's
blocked.
blocked.
And it's not going to be. It's recovered? Is it? Safety for the Sailors. That's going to be 2 points. Going to be 30-14 now.
I don't know if they're going to actually give them the safety there because it looked like they were out of bounds when they covered it. And
that's why they're calling it a safety. Because the ball goes out back when it's blocked, when like a blocked kick, they call that a safety. If they recovered it out of the back, then it's still a safety. If they covered it in the end zone, then it's a touchdown. But thankfully it went out the back, so that's going to be 2 points for the Sailors. It's going to be 30-14 Sailors.
And it looks like they may have called a – did they call a timeout?
I don't see why they would. Looks like the refs are going to have a conversation real quick. Oh, no, the ref's going to be talking to our coach. It looks like the Sailors are going to have to punch it off for the safety so we can get a chance. Or do we punt it off for the safety so they get a chance? I forget how that works.
Looks like it may be.
Yep, and looks like we're going to be kicking it off for the safety.
They're going to take them all the way back to the 20-yard line.
It's going to be a squib.
They're going to bring it around to the 50, to the 45.
And he's still running. He is still going.
To the 40, bring him down at the 35-yard line.
Make that the 34-yard line.
And that's where the Sailors are going to start it up there, 1st and 10. And we can hear it in the background here. We're definitely going to have to get a huge, if we want to see something happen, we're going to have to see a huge stop for these Vikings. And I don't want to say a Hail Mary. We could see an interception, something. Handoff.
We stop them in the backfield.
And they're still pushing them back. They're going to bring them up. Loss of 1 there. Bringing it to the 35. And this defense is going to have to step it up. You know, like I said, first quarter, that discipline was there.
Mm-hmm.
They were on top of it. Going into the second quarter, nowhere near it. 9 seconds remaining here on the play clock.
5.
Sailors
4,
getting ready to.
And they snap it off. It's a trick play again. But we stop him again, but he's going to get a few more yards out of it this time. It's going to be, I think, a gain of 4-ish yards. Nope, it's 3 yards. So that's going to be a 2nd and 9, 3rd and 9 for the Sailors. 3rd and 8 for the Sailors. I'm all over the place today.
You are.
So we got to get lucky. We got to stop him again. Now, if I were the Sailors, I'd probably go for another deep pass like the one that got them their last touchdown.
We don't want that for the Sailors.
Oh no, I'm saying I'm playing devil's advocate. If I was them, that's what I would do. So I definitely want to run a bit more on the coverage side.
7 seconds on the play clock. They're
5,
really
4, and they get it. And it is. That's exactly what they're doing. It wasn't a deep ball, but that is a completed catch. Might be right at the first down.
no.
And it is 4th down in inches for the Sailors. Sailors are definitely going to be trying to go for it, maybe trying to run up the middle, trying to get at least 1 yard.
But can the Vikings hold them right here?
Oh, that's their big receiver. That's the big receiver that usually gets their long, deep passes. They might not be trying to run it, but they might try and get a deep pass in just for kicks. That's their guy. And it is quarterback sneak. He runs right up the middle.
And that was kind of to throw them off their game there, giving them another 1st and 10.
That's going to be down at about the 20-yard line for a Sailors first down. But yeah, that is the thing. Number 1 for there. Who is it? Brock Myers. He's usually the guy they bring out for the deep passes. That usually gets them their big touchdowns.
Yeah.
So that's definitely got to watch out for, because that will say something about passes. That if he's not out there, it's usually going to be a run play. More often than not. I can't say for certain, but that does happen pretty often. 2 men out to the left for the Sailors and 2 men in the backfield. And it's a handoff up the middle, but he's going to get, oh, he's still going. He got out of it. And he's going to get, I think he got the first down on the play. And he did.
Yep, they're going to move the chains. Now we're sitting 1st and goal for the Sailors. So sitting just 10 yards away from that goal line. These Sailors are really showing some powerhouse stuff here at the start of the second half.
Play. And he
They gotta
actually,
bring
it
it
wasn't a trick
around.
play. That's usually what they do for their trick plays. They usually set the guy in motion, hands it off to number 43, and he hands off to number 6, and he hands off to 43 for the trick. But they didn't that time.
Yeah.
That definitely psyched us out. So that's going to give them a gain of 6 on the play for a 2nd and 4 in the red zone.
Yeah. So it's going to be tough to see if the Sailors are going to make it down the field once again or in that end zone once again. It's going to be a tough thing to watch here to see if these Vikings, I mean, we're looking,
And it's going to be a quarterback run up the middle. Can he get that touchdown? Did he get it? And he didn't. He stopped him at the 1 yard line, if not the goal line.
They're going to stop him at the 1.
So there might be
3rd and goal.
That's definitely that QB run up the middle has definitely been working for them. we definitely need to put more focus on our line, on the line of scrimmage to stop them again. Maybe get something in like a Troy Polamalu jump over the line and grab him out.
You know, and they get another touchdown here. That's going to bring it 36, maybe 37. They get the field goal there.
So, bringing all the guys up, and they hand it off for fullback run. And do they stop him? They don't. That's a touchdown for the Sailors.
It is.
But the other ref wasn't confident. The other ref didn't make the call. Only one made a touchdown call.
Yeah. So looking at it, 36-14 right now. Sailors over the Vikings.
Wait, never mind. There's a timeout, an injury, an injured Sailor on the field. Is that their quarterback?
I'm not quite sure.
I gotta watch out for number 7. If I don't see number 7 walk into the sideline, then that's their quarterback, number 7, who's injured.
We'll have to see. He's
I think it is their quarterback, number 7, Aaron Mathis. It looks like they're gonna stretch him out. I think it's probably a cramp.
We'll have to see here, but
and they brought him up. No, it wasn't their quarterback.
Okay.
But he's okay. It looks like he had a little cramp.
All right. So, while they get that touchdown, we want to remind you to take a step back in time at Yummy Treats Candy and More next to the courthouse in downtown Marion. From decadent favorites to the unique classics, there's something for everyone, big and small, at Yummy Treats Candy and More. Going for that extra point here. Vikings are going to have to hold it strong on that line of scrimmage. Takes the snap, kick is up. It's through the uprights. That's going to bring it to 37. That's 23-point difference between the Sailors and the Vikings. Can the Vikings make something happen here as the clock sits right now at 2:40? I can't tell. Is that 2:42 or 2:43 left here in the second or the third quarter of the ball game? They still have another 12 minutes to play after, going into the fourth quarter. But can they make something happen? We're talking at half, it was a tied game. Or,
it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. It was a 21-14. But still, we need to make sure that we're staying dominant, that discipline all the way across the board, both sides of the line. We've seen it so far with the Sailors here. They've been very consistent across the board with everything that they're doing. These Vikings really need to step it up and do the same exact thing.
Kick is up.
Kick is up.
And it's going to go out to the end zone for another touchback. I really think.
Yeah, so bringing it out 20 yards. Vikings are definitely going to have to show something here. Not a single point for the Vikings here in the third quarter of the game so far.
Yeah, I think our defense has been doing just as good as they can, but the offense really needs to step up the game.
They do.
So we got 3 men on the right, 2 on the left for the Vikings. Ebert is alone in the backfield. It's going to be. Oh, looks like they're showing blitz. Looks like the Sailors are showing a blitz.
Yeah. They look to the sideline. 15 seconds remaining on the play clock.
Oh, it looks like they are showing blitz. Man in motion. It is a blitz.
Ebert.
Ball up the middle, and he drops it.
What was that? It definitely looked like a little bit of pass interference there.
I told you earlier, the refs have not been consistent with their calls. Our fans are not happy about that one bit.
No, they're not.
I don't blame them. So we're going to try again. 3 men in the backfield. No, 3 men to the right, 2 to the left. Ebert on his own. Another 15 seconds on the play clock.
It was funny
10 seconds on the
because
play clock.
Our sound guy back in the studio said it sounds like these refs are being trained by the Chiefs refs.
And a pass out, and he gets it this time. He's still up. He's still going. Looks like that's a gain of 5 or 6.
No, that's going to be a huge gain there.
A gain of 7, making the
gain
third
of
and
7.
3. Why do the refs take so long to call him down?
No clue here.
Although Chiefs refs, that honestly make quite a bit of sense.
Yeah.
2 men on the right, 3 on the left. Another pass
Takes
play.
the snap.
Short pass out, and that looks like it's going to be a first down for the Vikings. And it is.
And they're going to move the chains.
That's Lang, right?
Looked like Colton Lang there.
Trying to go for the speedy offense again. 2 men to the right, 3 men to the left.
They don't even have the chains set yet.
And a deep ball
for
out to the left. And incomplete.
They're going to call it an incomplete. So 2nd and 10 for the Vikings from the 31-yard line. It's going to be tough to see what happens next.
3 men right, 2 to the left. Ebert alone in the backfield, in the gun. Motion. Pass.
Looking for that pass.
He's going to scramble.
Ebert
And
scrambling
he's
to the
gonna
left.
run.
He's going out to the outside, to the
That
right, and he's going to go out of
looks
bounds.
like a gain about 4, 5.
Maybe 5 yards there. Bring it
And
3rd and 5 now.
yes, it is 3rd and 5 on the Vikings 36-yard line.
It looks like I'm trying to double check the time there. What is that? 144?
144. We got 1 man on the right, 4 men on the left. And Ebert alone in the backfield.
Motion
And
for
it's
movement.
motion. And it's going to be another pass up the gut. Lang's got it.
And he's going to be brought down.
I'd say about the
45.
46-yard line.
They're going to take it to the 45.
46.
Are they moving it to the? Yeah, they
46.
did.
Speedy offense.
2 to the right, 3 to the left, looking down the field.
And he's going to scramble. Throws it. And nothing.
Off the fingers.
Oh, no, it looks like Ebert got hit hard at the end after the pass.
So they're going to bring it back once again. 2nd and 10 from the 46-yard line inside River Valley territory as they inch closer to Sailors.
3 men on the left, 2 on the right. I think if River Valley wants to get this touchdown, we really got to push a war of attrition. We got to just keep pushing inch by inch.
I agree.
Looks like they're showing blitz again. It's like another blitz from the Sailors. A deep
Ebert.
pass up the middle. Number 10.
Number 10, Jaden McCollum.
Wow, what a pass. We're not on this yet. We're not out yet. With 1 minute 60 seconds on the clock, we made a non-touchdown, making it 20-37, a 17-point game. If we can make this field goal, that'll be a 16-point game.
But see, the thing is, though, is they're going to have to go for a 2-point conversion because of that safety. That safety is what threw us off there.
Snap. Kick is up. And it's good. Our kicking has been on point these past couple weeks. That does not shock me at all. So now it's a
16-point difference. Yeah. And that's going to be another Yummy Treats Candy and More touchdown here on News Force Radio and My NFTV. If you haven't had a chance, make sure you stop into their convenient location in downtown Marion or at their newest location in the Ontario Center, formerly known as the Richland Mall over in Mansfield. Be sure to stop in and see them for all of your yummy treats. Ready to kick it off once again. Hudson Pollock so far making great strides in the kicking game here for River Valley as we decrease that lead, that deficit that we've got with the Sailors right now, 37-21.
The band is starting that train up for the Vikings.
Yep, a minute 16 to go.
Kick is up. Going to be a deep ball, and it's going to be a touchback again. Honestly, that's a good call.
So they're going to bring it out to the 20-yard line, and that's where the Sailors are going to start it after that phenomenal throw there. Bringing it at home for another 7 points on the board.
That's honestly, did we score touchdown second half against Clear Fork last week? I don't think we did we?
I don't think we did either. I'd have to go back and look at the tape again.
I watched it a couple of nights ago that you can find here on my NFT. I saw it that we didn't score the second half, which honestly, this is a good step. I honestly think if we could hit a few more points, we could definitely bring this game to a tie. If not, hopefully a win.
Hopefully.
All right.
QB's going to hold on to it.
And he's going to get a little bit of a gain on it. Probably 4 yards on the gain.
And maybe, just maybe, if these Vikings can really hold on to it, if they have that momentum, because no offense to anybody, when you're down in a football game like this, right now 21-37, your morale just starts to lower. And the more points they get on you, the more that morale lowers. So maybe, hopefully, that touchdown is going to change the mind of this defensive line or this defense, saying, hey, this can really, we can actually come back from this.
All right, that was a 2nd and 9 screen pass out to the right. That's going to bring it up to a 3rd and 2 for the Sailors. They got less than 20 seconds on the board. I think they're not going to make a play here, trying to just run the clock out so we can get a little bit more of a break for the 4th quarter.
And I think that's exactly what's going to happen here.
And it is. They're going to be bringing it back to the sidelines. Got to bring it up to the 4th quarter. You got the Sailors with 37 and your River Valley Vikings with 21 on the board.
Yep. And we're going to take a quick break over on News Force Radio for station identification and all that fun stuff as we get ready for the 4th quarter of this Ohio High School Athletic Association first-round playoff between the River Valley Vikings and the Vermillion Sailors here from Vermillion High School. Don't go anywhere. We've got more Friday Night Lights Live coming up next. And welcome back to Friday Night Lights Live, presented by Friends of Edwards. I'm Zach Fuller, high atop the press box. We got Coach here with us.
Hello.
out of the blue. Hello.
Well, looks like there's a QB run on the play around a 3rd and 1 from the Sailors. What are they going to call it? Are they going to call it first down? And they call it first down for the Sailors.
So, yeah, they're going to give them the 1st and 10. And they're going to move that ball or move those chains once again from the 30-yard line. And like I said, these Sailors kind of have a deal going on right now. They will not come out of this huddle until that play clock hits 20 or at least 10 seconds. 11, 10.
There they go.
There they go.
Yeah. All right. If I were them, I think I'd be looking out for that old trick play.
Yeah.
Nope. Never mind. They're going for the pass. A screen. Never mind. They're going for the deep ball.
It's going for a deep one down.
Nothing.
In front of the bench.
No flags, thankfully, on the play. That's going to be an incomplete pass. That was to number 2 to Dominic DeFucci. Good coverage there. Good coverage by number 17. That'd be Lang, right?
Yeah, Colton Lang, really making things happen here.
They were trying. That was really trying to be a screenplay, but since the line was collapsing, they thought, "Oh no, we gotta go for the deep ball here," and they did. All right, 1 man out to the left, one to the right, one half back in the backfield, and running out up the middle, but they stop
Flag.
him, and there's gonna be a flag on the play,
Yep.
and it looks like it's gonna be on the Sailors. It is a holding on the Sailors. Finally, some calls from the refs. That is going to be a 10-yard, making it a 2nd and 20 for the Sailors. Now, I've noticed that most times when they get penalties, they aren't really able to recover from them.
Exactly.
So that might be a sign that we might be able to get something out of this drive. Excuse me. And it sounds like the fans from Vermillion are not happy about that one. Oh, never mind. They declined it. Vermillion declined it, making it a 3rd and 10. Two men on the left for the Sailors. One man in the backfield in the gun. The quarterback man in motion. It's going to be a pass. But we're going to have
That's a pressure on him.
Oh, it's going to be a pass
He's
out.
going to get rid of it.
And he's not. Is he going to get a first down out of it? I don't
No.
think he is.
He is not going to get a first down out of it. It looks like he's only going to get about 6 yards on it.
No, yes, actually. No, 5 yards. That's going to be a 4th and 5. Now, does Vermillion go for the punt? 4th and 4. My bad. Does Vermillion
Told
go
you
for
it
the
was
punt
6
here?
yards.
Yeah. Sorry. Did they go for the punt here? It looks like they're bringing their punt team onto the field.
So Eli Snyder's going to go all the way back for the Vikings right now.
I think he should go a little bit farther back because these punts have been far. All right, now there's 10 minutes in this 4th quarter. We are
So
16 points behind.
This defensive line is going to have to really stay on it.
Oh, and he's
Eli,
slipped,
don't be slipping up here.
and he looks like he's going to let it go. And
They're
then
going to
he
pick it
picked
up at the 26-yard line.
Not bad field positioning. Not bad positioning.
Not bad, but the Vikings are definitely going to have to come out strong here with Ebert making something happen. Eli Snyder's going to be out there. Honor Jennings going to be out there.
No, I don't see Honor. No, it's not. It's going to be 2 men to the left, 3 men to the right. Ebert alone in the backfield. I think we need to work on our running game because our pass game really threw him off. I think our running game is definitely going to help out here. After they got discombobulated by that big touchdown throw.
Yeah.
Going to be a throw out. It's going to be a
Pass is
catch.
complete.
Oh, that's a big tackle. Looks like he got probably a couple yards. No, he's only going to get a couple yards on the play. So that's going to be a 2nd and 8.
So under 10 minutes of play time here to go.
3 men on the left, 2 men on the right for the Vikings.
Vikings trailing 21-37 here at Vermillion High School.
He's going to be looking to pass. And he's going to
off the hands.
Now it's going to be a 3rd and 8 for the Vikings.
And they're going to have to bring this, like I said, both sides of the team need to show that discipline if they're going to get anywhere. And right now,
the defense is really putting in work.
It is. So far here in the 2nd quarter, the defense is what is really making something happen.
Right.
We need to make sure everybody is staying positive and staying on top of it here.
It's going to be a deep ball out. Nothing. And Ebert got hit hard again. It's going to be a 4th and 8 for the Vikings. Looks like Vikings going to bring on their punt team now.
I mean, if they can get a Hail Mary out of this and Hudson taking the snap and bringing it up himself.
It's going to be a deep kick. A high kick, actually.
And they're going to bring it down at the 21-yard line. And that's where the Sailors are going to take over. first and 10. So let's see. I just realized we had a bunch of dead air for us not talking over on News Force Radio. We're sitting here watching what's happening out on the field. And this is the first time play clock's sitting at 20 seconds, and they're out ready to go.
Snap, going to be running up the middle, and we stop him at about the
25-yard line.
That's a gain of 4.
5.
You sure?
Yep.
It is 4. I got you. 2nd and 6 for the Sailors. Hey, you got me on that last one.
I did.
You better give me this one.
All right, I'll give it to you.
All right.
So again, if these Vikings want to move forward, they're going to have to make something happen. And it doesn't look like we're going to see any passing here.
It's going to be a run out to the right, but we're going to get him probably at the line of scrimmage.
No, it's going to be a loss of 1.
Normally that outside run really has been hurting us, but we are actually able to stop that. I'm impressed. Good job, Vikings. 3rd and 7 for the Sailors.
So they're going to bring it out. 7:54 to go on the play clock here.
On the clock.
That's what I said.
You said play clock.
Play clock? No, game clock.
Game clock. Yeah, there you go.
Keep trying to correct me. See if I have you come back next year.
Looks like the Vikings are in a blitz now. Empty backfield, and it's literally going to be a run. No, it's going to be a pass. If we can get to him in time.
They're looking down the field.
Oh, but do they call a penalty? No, they do not. That's a clean, incomplete pass. That's going to be a 4th and 7 for the Sailors. Good job, defense. Good job.
And Eli Snyder is going to be back for the Vikings once again.
Our defense has really been putting in work here.
And Eli,
I'm impressed.
But the thing is Eli needs to grab that ball once it's kicked to him, and he just needs to run.
He needs to go. He needs to lose all sense and just sprint. Sonic the Hedgehog style.
Exactly. Eli back on the 45.
All right, here comes their punt team, ready to go. But I think our D really needs to run back to give him a little bit of time and protection.
4, 3,
2,
1,
0, and they call a timeout.
Is exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get it right at the last minute. So another ChrisSellsMarion.com timeout here on News Force Radio and my NFTV. If you're buying or selling in the Marion area, it just got simpler with ChrisSellsMarion.com. The team with Chris Massey at Generations Realty is ready to make the process easier. From searching for your new home by school district or by county, ChrisSellsMarion.com is where your new home awaits. Marion, it's not that bad. Also, special thanks to some of our other sponsors, including Jen Ryan for Prosecutor. She is proud to be one of the sponsors of our broadcast here on News Force Radio and MyNFTV. As your candidate for prosecuting attorney, Jen Ryan believes in the importance of fostering community spirit and supporting our youth.
All right, punt team is up. Going to be a big punt. It's going to be, it looks like it's going to be out of his reach. Does he go for it? He grabs it and he drops.
And he's going to go down on his own
at about the 14, 15-yard line.
And that's going to be tough for the Vikings to bring it back here with 7:15 or 7:13.
7:19.
You saw it better than I can. I didn't wear my glasses today for some reason. But then again, I wasn't prepared for their scoreboard to be that dim.
Oh, yeah. One thing I noticed about the special teams we really got to set Snyder back a lot farther because he's been out of range he's been too far from the kicks.
Yep. 3 out to the right, 2 out to the left. Ebert ready to take the snap. Going to clap it one more time. Take the snap. looking down the field, and he's finally going to get across it, and it looks like it's going to be – is that
Snyder.
Eli? Yeah, Eli's got to bring it up to about the 19, 20-yard line there. Hey, remember, we're on the radio. You're not playing an instrument.
I'm sorry. It's Hey Baby. It's a classic.
I know. 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Ebert's looking down the field. He may be holding on to it.
He's going to keep it. He's going to go. It looks like he's got the first down.
And he's going to go out of bounds, getting the first down at about the 30-yard line, moving that chain once again. 1st and 10.
It looks like the Sailors are too focused on their passing game because that's been a real big hitter on them. So I think we need to run it just a tad bit more to keep the ball moving.
You know, and I agree. This pass game is not really working unless we're going deep.
And it's going to be 3-man coverage.
We've got short ones.
And it looks like that's going to be a gain of about 9. So it's going to be a 2nd and 1.
And that's going to be for Luke Axline getting the pass there.
They're running 3. They're going to run 3-man pressure. That's perfect prime running area because they're focused too much on pass coverage.
And they're going to get it once again. They're going to move the chains. And they're getting it set up once again with that fast offense. This time on the 46-yard line. 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right.
And he drops it.
Ebert drops the ball.
And he's going to run.
And he's going to hold on to it. And he's going to
it.
go out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. Maybe the 49.
It is the 49. I think this is good. Running short and getting it out of bounds just to get the clock stopped, giving us more time to run and recuperate.
I agree.
This running game is definitely helping us out, especially since they're running the 3-man pressure.
You know, you'd think that the coaches were listening to us over there.
I think they kind of are. Oh, no, it looks like they're showing blitz here now.
3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Ebert's alone in the backfield.
And it is
looking
blitz.
down the field.
He's going to catch
Got
it.
the pass.
Snyder gets out of bounds.
Got to bring it 3rd and 2 now for the Vikings.
Nope.
Across midfield, 3rd and 3 now.
No, 3rd and 4.
Wow, they're bringing it all the way back.
He got a little bit more yards than that. No way, it is 3rd and 3. Looks like they're showing blitz again.
Well, I'm looking at the chains down here. The play clock guy doesn't know what he's doing.
He's been having trouble with the system. I was back there. He was having a little bit of problems with the system. I'm going to give him grace on that.
Don't stick up for him.
Hey, it's a guy in the press box. They're not.
Ebert taking the snap, and the ref goes down right in the middle of the field because the pass was almost took his head off there.
What was that one movie where like the refs were being really horrible to the team, so they kept on throwing it at his like at his gut or something? What was that movie? It's like a prison football team, and like the refs were being dirty, like the players.
Reminds me of The Longest Yard.
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Ebert alone again in the backfield. 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right.
Oh, I didn't notice we're going for it. 4th and 3. Now, they're running 4-men pressure, but it looks like he's going to go for a blitz. I think the short pass is definitely going to help us out here. Oh, he's running back.
Showing some pressure.
Pass up the field.
Down the field.
And he drops. Oh, it was deflected off of a defensive player, and he wasn't able to grab hold of it. That's going to be a first down.
And that's going to be a turnover on downs, 1st and 10 from the Sailors, 47-yard line.
Our defense really needs to kick it up in high gear here. Defense has been doing really good here. I don't have any criticism for the defense. They've been points on the board aside. They've been really putting in work.
I agree. They're bringing it back out once again.
All right. They got 2 men on the left, 1 man in the backfield, man in motion. It's going to be a quarterback run up the middle. But he got only, I'd say, 1 or 2 yards.
Looks like, according to the ref here, 1 yard in front of us. 2nd and 9 now from the 48-yard line.
Yeah, their run up the middle, it's not working on this team. I think now they're trying to run the clock out. They're trying to stall us now. And that's a smart play. But we have all 3 of our timeouts, so I think we're fine on that. And it looks like we're showing a blitz now, and we are showing a blitz. It's going to be another run up the middle, but we stop him again. He gets about another 2 yards on the play. It looks like there's a timeout. Timeout, River Valley.
So, yeah, we're going to bring in a timeout here on the field. Once again, we want to send special thanks to all of our sponsors this season, including the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards, Yummy Treats, Candy, and more, ChrisSellsMarion.com, Jen Ryan for prosecutor, as well as LauderdaleJinx.com, Musicians One Stop, Pet Supplies Plus, and NewsForceMedia.net for being a proud sponsor of our broadcast here on News Force Radio and MyNFTV. Also, big shout out and thank you to Joker back in the studio for making us sound good over on News Force Radio. And once again, welcome to Coach.
Hi.
For just because I say Coach doesn't mean you have to give this hi. But
It's funny.
Special thanks to Coach as well for coming on these last two games. And hopefully we can see you next year as we bring Friday Night Lights live back to my NFTV and News Force Radio for all of our listeners for River Valley Athletics. Oh, goodness. Joker's got jokes back in the studio, sending me messages that make me want to laugh.
All right, we got 3rd and 7 for the Sailors, and we fall. And looks like we jump off again. And looks like it is an offside. The coaches are not happy about that.
Coaches are not happy about it.
But I don't blame them. That actually was a jump from the offense. That's a hefty gain of yardage too.
And Coach is actually talking to the head ref right now.
You know, I think these are Chiefs refs tryouts.
That's exactly what it is.
Normally, I'm willing to give referees the benefit of the doubt, but when you call this many inconsistent calls, I just start losing faith. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, look at the penalty count for River Valley over the penalty count for the Sailors right now.
Oh, looks like we got to stop in the backfield, stopping the quarterback run. That's going to be a 4th and about 3 for the Sailors. If I were the Sailors, I'd probably go for it here. Just try to get the first down and keep the clock rolling. Or no, they bring out their punt team.
So with them bringing out the punt team, Eli's going back for the Vikings.
He needs to go back a little bit farther. Every time he goes up to the punt, they always kick it too far, really far. He needs to get back there. He needs to get back really far.
But that's also the
and
thing.
And there you go. The coaches are calling him out. And he grabs it. And he's actually starting to run with it. And he drops. That's going to be up to about the 17. No.
About the 16-yard line?
20-ish yard line. No, wait. Yeah, you're right. It's 18. 18 yard. Wait. They keep moving around all over the place. I can't get a good call on it. 16-yard line.
There we go.
My goodness.
So Ebert's going to have 3 out to the right, 2 out to the left. Takes the snap, looking downfield,
and he
over the head,
right through his hands.
So they're gonna again.
Where's Honor? We need to put Honor in there. I think we should start running it a bit more because we're only passing it now, and it ain't really working out for us.
Yeah, we need to get some run plays in there.
Because when Ebert runs, he gets at least 5 yards to even first downs too in that area. I think we need to run him a bit more. So we got 2 men out to the left, 3 men out to the right. And looks like they're running a 3, maybe a blitz. It looks like 3, but they're running a blitz. Man in motion. It is a blitz. Ebert running around.
Got some pressure.
And it's gonna be a sack to about the 6-yard line. The line collapsed in on itself. That's going to be a hefty loss of yards. That's going to be a third down and to a 7-yard line. This
is going to be tough.
Third down and 21. So much for run plays now. We got to throw it.
3 out to the right, 2 out to the left.
Another blitz incoming. He's got to get rid of it now. It's going to be a deep ball out left. Nothing. He drops it.
Pass was intended to Luke Axline. Didn't quite get there, so they're going to have to bring out that kick team to punt it away, and that's Hudson Pollock's specialty here. With 3:56 to go in tonight's ball game. Hudson with the kick. Going to take it all the way back, and it's going to roll.
It's got a lot of roll to it.
The 20. It's going to go out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
What a kick.
And that's where the Sailors are going to take over with 3:42 to go in tonight's ball game. 37-21, Sailors leading the Vikings right now in the fourth quarter of the game. Taking a look at some scores around Marion County. Elgin sitting with a final score 41-6. Preble Shawnee taking the game 28-0 over Pleasant right now.
My grandma's watching. Hi, Grandma.
So Grandma's tuned in to watch you now.
Hi, Grandma. I love you. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
It shouldn't be a couple weeks. You need to go see Grandma tomorrow.
Since my birthday's coming up in a few weeks.
Nope, it needs to be tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yep.
Ooh, I don't know about that, man. I'll do what I'll see what I can do.
Okay. So 3:42 to go. 37-21. And the refs are meeting at the ball right now on the 21-yard line. It looked like they may have had a flag on the play. Didn't quite. They had no idea what they were doing.
What a shock.
Ready to take the snap. Quarterback's going to hold on to it, and he's going to come up, and he's going to get a loss of yards.
Fumbled it. Did he drop it? Did he drop it? The refs are freaking out thinking he dropped it. Call timeout, but it looks like their quarterback is on the ground. He looks like he is hurting so much. It's going to be a ref's timeout for this injury. He was grabbing his arm. I think a Viking may have landed on his arm.
Well, I guarantee he's going to be hurt, so he's going to go out. So they're going to have to bring in that backup.
I think we haven't seen much from the backup, so I don't know how he's going to do.
Not sure.
We haven't seen him at all. Oh, he is hurting so much.
So once again, we want to send special thanks to all of our sponsors for Friday Night Lights live this season, including Judge Edwards. Our next live broadcast is going to be coming up this Tuesday night as we bring you election night coverage over on my NFTV. You can watch the whole thing also on our social media platforms on News Force 24/7. You can watch the whole election night. 8 o'clock. We'll go off the air about 11 o'clock as we bring you the results from the 2024 general election in Marion County. We're talking Marion County judge. We're talking about a prosecutor. We're talking about levies that need to be passed. We're looking at everything. So Make sure you guys get out to vote. Polls will close 7:30 on Tuesday. We'll go live at 8 o'clock. They're going to hold on to it, and they're going all the way
It looks like
across.
he's going past the 50-yard line.
50.
Down the field to the 30, 25, 20. He's got all day. And that's a touchdown again for the Vermillion Sailors.
That's going to bring it a 43-21.
Oh, wait, it's a holding. A holding on the Sailors.
What?
Oh, my goodness. Thank the lucky stars. Holy moly, I didn't see anything.
We were more watching the play down here.
Oh,
I didn't
how
even
lucky.
see the flag
Oh, my goodness, how lucky are we?
for holding.
And the Vermillion fans are not happy about that. But I don't think they should be because they're winning by 16 points. Looks like the ref is having a talk with the coach. That's going to bring them back to a 2nd and 22. What a stroke of luck. It's going to bring it up to the Sailors' 9-yard line. And like I said earlier, it's not very likely that the Sailors do well after a big penalty like that. It's going to be a toss out to the left, to the right, and we are going to stop him. And we're going to bring him down. It's going to be, I think, about a 2-yard gain.
Yep,
On the
that's
play?
exactly what's going to happen. A 2-yard gain there is going to give him 3rd and 20 for the Sailors.
It's going to be a timeout for the Vikings. And now we have one timeout left.
Yep, and the Vikings can really make something happen here if they're looking at stripping that ball and decreasing this deficit once again, at least bringing it up, 28-37 here.
Just bring it up to a 1-score game.
Exactly. But they're going to have to really watch what they're doing if they want to make something happen here.
Honestly, I really don't. I mean, yes, I have my fair criticism of the offense. However, I think even with that criticism, I think the offense has been doing much better than they were at Clear Fork. I think in the past couple games. So I say I'm just impressed overall. This has been very entertaining to watch from the Vikings.
Yeah, exactly.
The refs are trying to get him out of the huddle real quick. They were taking quite a bit in that.
Oh, they were. Well, when the team that is calling the timeout is done with their timeout and back out onto the field, the team that did not call the timeout should be ready for it.
Mm-hmm. All right, here they go. They got 2 men out to the left, 1 man in the backfield. They need to watch for that deep ball. That's what they usually kind of do here. It's going to be a handoff. It's going to be a trick play again. And we got men coming in to stop him. He gets through. However, they stop him before he can get a first down.
But nowhere near a first down. You still got another 12 yards to go.
He didn't even make the 10-yard chain. He didn't make the first part of the chain. That's going to be a 4th and I think 11, 4th and 12 for the Sailors.
Yep. So they're going to bring in that team once again, or that kick team once again. And it looks like this time
it's River Valley timeout first.
So River Valley is going to take another timeout. So with River Valley taking another timeout, that's their final timeout of the game. What is that? 2:54?
2:34.
2:34. I really need to wear my glasses. No, thank you.
Going on Doritos? Cool Ranch.
I'm getting Taco Bell after this. What are you talking about?
Oh my goodness. This late?
Oh.
It's 9:38, my guy.
Uh-huh. And?
Fair enough.
Taco Bell is definitely a late night food.
I've not been much of a Taco Bell kind of guy. I'm not much of a Mexican food kind of guy, I'll be honest.
Well, it looks like you can't go on the company outings with us.
Dang, that's crazy.
All right. They're going to kick it away.
It's going to be another deep kick. Snyder gets it, and he's going to try and move with it. Oh, but he's going to be stopped at about the 45-yard line.
45.
So that's going to start him out relatively in good position here. With the Vikings bringing out that offensive line once again.
Now, make sure. Now, remember, River Valley has no timeouts left, and the Sailors have 2.
3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Ebert's alone in the backfield.
Snap. He
Takes
throws
the
back the
snap.
pass. He throws it
Gets
out.
the pass. Luke Axline
Gets the catch.
Gets
He's going
the
to get out
catch.
of bounds. Going to stop the clock. That gives them about a 4-yard gain, making it a 2nd and 6. No, it's going to be a 5-yard gain.
You got to wait for them to change that clock over before you can.
It is 2nd and 6. I was right. I was right.
Ebert's got 3 out to the right, 2 to the left. Alone in the backfield once again. Ready to
3-man
take the snap.
3-man rush. He's a good prime chance to run, but he throws it out, and he drops it. To number 10.
Through the hands of Jaden McAuliffe. The 3rd and 6.
I think Ebert needs to start running it when he sees 3-man coverage because he knows that he's going to get some yards out of that.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. We'll just have to see what's going to happen.
3-man rush again. Trying to make him jump off sides. Oh, looks like they're going to bring in for a blitz, a 4th man. It is showing blitz.
We're going to take the snap.
No, never mind. He's not blitzing. Throw out.
Pass is
left,
complete.
And it's a complete.
Axe line. Yeah, that's going to give them the first down
With 2
as
minutes.
they go inside Sailor territory.
2 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. Now remember, once again, we have no timeouts, and the Sailors have 2. So they have a time advantage with them. But unless we can score relatively soon, we can bring this into a 1-score game if we can go for 2 points.
Yep. 3 out to the right, 2 out to the left. Ebert takes the snap.
3-man rush
Looking
again.
down the field.
And back out to Snyder, but no, it's not Snyder.
That would be Axe line. They're going to call it an incomplete pass. They're going to have to get down there on that ball once again. 2:10 to go here in the 4th quarter of the game.
3-man out right, 2-man left. Ebert alone in the backfield in the gun.
Looks to the sideline. Talking to coach.
Talking to the boys.
2nd and 10. 14 seconds remaining on that play clock.
Oh, we got a jumper. Ebert drops back the pass. Throws it out left, but there's nobody out there to grab it. It's going to be an incomplete pass.
That's exactly what they're going to call it. They're going to bring it back out here.
What is that?
I have no idea.
Like a weird screeching. You hear that?
Yeah, it sounds like it's something out there.
Oh, that
Not me.
hurts.
It does.
Showing blitz. And it's blitz. Ebert takes it. He's going to run with it. He's going to keep going. That's a hefty gain.
Sounds like it's going to be
4th and about 3. Oh, it's going to be 4th and 3. Now what do the Vikings do? They're going to go for it. 3-man out left. 2-man out right. And he's going to go for it. Pass out up the middle. He catches it. He's going to convert that.
Yep.
He's going to convert to the first down. Now the Vikings are in a rush. They're in a fast mode. 3-man out left, 2-man out right. Eli is still in the back. Ebert's still in the backfield. He snaps it up. Back pass. Throws it out. He brings it in. He's trying to go out. He's trying to go for out of bounds, but he doesn't get it. So the clock's going to keep running. They got less than a minute and a half on the clock.
And they're still going.
3-man out left, 2-man out right. Ebert again alone in the backfield. 3-man rush from the defense. Pass
Ebert,
out, and he drops it. Again to number 10.
McAuliffe there, the intended receiver. And it sounded like that humming sound that we heard was actually their PA system.
So you could argue a bit of interference, but accidentally. 3-man out left, 2-man out right. Ebert again alone in the backfield. Takes a snap. It's going to be a blitz.
All the way down.
Middle. Drops it. No, he drops it.
They're going to call it an incomplete pass. 4th and
almost-
6.
He
Fourth and
almost
4,
had
maybe.
it. Had it been stable in his hand, that would have been a touchdown, if not a 1st and 1 on the 1. Now, where do the Vikings go here? Do they go for it or try to get a field goal in and try to get an onside kick? Never mind. Looks like they're going to go for it. 3 men left, 2 men right. Ebert alone in the backfield. Showing blitz from the defense. Talking to the coach. Calling an audible. No, not an audible. Talking to coach. Change of play.
Ready for the snap.
He takes the snap. Blitz coming in.
Showing some
Throw out.
pressure.
Nothing. That is going to be
Nothing.
a turnover on downs. With 1:05 left. The Sailors have 2 timeouts. Vikings have none.
And right now, all that's going to happen, and the Sailors are literally going to be able to take 2 knees here and
the game's
run down
over.
the clock. And that's going to be the end of the game.
And it looks like that, unless we can pull something crazy here. No, but it looks like are they? Why?
Yeah, they're setting up in that victory formation
Yep.
right now. That's going to be the end of the game here.
So that looks like it's going to be the end. The Sailors 37, the Vikings 21. And it looks like that will do it for the night, folks.
Yep, they're going to run down the clock now. Taking a knee once again as the clock continues to run here at Vermillion High School. The end of the season for the River Valley Vikings.
Win or lose here, I've been thoroughly entertained by the Vikings playing today.
You know, and that's the thing. And I've looked at it all season long. These Vikings are really showing themselves and really standing up for our community. So, wow, that got bright.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk some player of the game here. We've got the as the Vermillion Sailors head off to the next round of playoffs. First W that they've seen in playoffs, or even seeing in the playoffs period, since 1997. 97?
97, yeah.
I thought it was 98.
I was talking to the people in the press box. It was 97.
So while Coach over here looks at some stats, it's not looking good, but I still have to pick a player of the game. Thanks to Pet Supplies Plus here in Marion. Also, special thanks to all of our sponsors, including the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards in Marion for Marion County Courts. Also, special thanks to Yummy Treats, Candy, and More for being a proud sponsor of this year's broadcast. Jen Ryan for prosecutor as well. ChrisSellsMarion.com, Musicians One Stop, LauderdaleJinx.com, Pet Supplies Plus, and NewsForceMedia.net. Coach, it's not looking good, is it? It's not looking good tonight. That's going to end the season for the Vikings with a 5-6 record for their 2024 football season. Regardless of how tonight's game went, the Vikings, this coaching staff has really stepped up to prove to this team that they're leaders. You know what I mean? So what happens with these seniors? We've got 14 seniors on the team this year. Next year, if all of our juniors come back, we're going to have a very strong Eli Snyder, Noah Wyrick, Harrison Bradley, Colton Butterworth. We got Colton Lang, Logan Krebs, Dominic Weber. We're going to see a very powerful team when it comes to this next senior class coming in. So be on the lookout for Friday Night Lights live coming back in August of next year. The beginning of the season, we will have our preseason hype video being released. You don't want to miss that. While we calculate up the stats so far, like I said, in the first half of the game alone, River Valley had 38 yards in rushing, 114 yards in passing, seven completed passes of the 14 there in the first half of the game, including the 25 yards from Noah Wyrick on the interception there.
That was good. Yeah.
And I think that was kind of a big one for the Vikings, that big turnaround there, because of the fact that they weren't really, expecting it. And like I said, I swear, it sounds like they're playing Happy Birthday over there.
Oh, it really does.
Well, Coach gets everything into the computer. Like I said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to my NFTV this season. Everybody who has made this season possible for News Force Radio and my NFTV. And a special thanks to Coach for coming on and being a part of our broadcast, at least these last two games. Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it, honestly. I think I might do some more Bueller plays at some point in my life. I enjoyed my time.
I don't know. I may just have to keep you on here.
Hey, man, shoot me an invitation, man. I'll accept it.
Well, you coming back for 2025?
I'm stuck here. I'm stuck in Marion, my friend. I don't plan on leaving anytime soon.
All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at some stats here. 71 yards. Eli with, let's see. So Eli Snyder's got 71 yards, 4 catches, 1 touchdown. Jaden McAuliffe, 1 touchdown, 2 catches, 58 yards. How are we looking on rushing over there? 65 yards total for the game. Or is that just second half here we've got, or for the whole game? Okay. Ebert's got 46 yards, 13 carries. And Bab had some too. 19 yards there. Nice. So taking a look at things all the way across the board here, and the
pick six, that was a good one too.
Yeah, and that definitely that pick six there. So I think looking at it here on the field, I'm just going to call it today. We're going to talk about Jaden McAuliffe taking our Pet Supplies Plus player of the game today. Eli's already had it once this season. So it really gives us a lot of pleasure to be able to really showcase all of our athletes as they come into the play here. So congratulations, Jaden McAuliffe, our Pet Supplies Plus player of the game here on News Force Radio and my NFTV. We're going to give it a couple more seconds. Coach is talking to the team right now as we wait for the River Valley Vikings, Marching Vikings, to play
the alma mater.
And we'll actually turn it down here for you. And the reason why, the seniors for the 2024 River Valley Marching Band out front, as this is their last night marching on the field or any football field in their high school career, especially here at River Valley. So congratulations to them. Congratulations. I'll give them all a shout out right now. Jackson Caudill, 2024, 2025 seniors. Jackson Caudill, Ryan Green, Chase Ebert, Honor Jennings, Luke Axline, Jaden McAuliffe, our Pet Supplies Plus player of the game, Hudson Pollock, Peyton Ross, Hayden Kanagi, Addison Babs, as well as Carter Park, Tyson Waddell, Diego Sanchez, all of them, Ian Axline, a proud senior class, especially to be able to make it onto making it into the playoffs here. With that being said, I'm going to take my mic set off here so we can get the alma mater. And there you have it. The alma mater, River Valley Vikings, taking the last loss of the season, 37-21, here at Vermillion High School in Vermillion, Ohio. We thank you guys so much for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. Again, special thanks to all of our sponsors for Friday Night Lights live right here on News Force Radio and My NFTV. Special thanks to also to Joker back in the studio, making us sound absolutely awesome. Even when you were yelling at the top of your lungs today, it was just phenomenal. For you, our viewers watching at home, thank you so much for being a proud supporter of My NFTV and everything that we do here at newsforce247.com. I'm Zach Fuller, high atop that press box. Once again, and for the last time this season, we've got Coach here. I'm trying to remember your last name now. Hummel. We'll call you Coach Hummel.
All right.
Coach Hummel here. We want to thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey with us as the River Valley Vikings end the season 5-6 here with News Force Radio and My NFTV. That being said, we're going to send it back to your regularly scheduled programming over on News Force Radio. For those people watching on My NFTV, thank you so much, and we will see you coming up this Tuesday. Have a good night.